Hi everyone, Shoni from Shoni Gaming here. Good to see you guys. Hello everyone. It is Wednesday again, and what are we going to do today? We are going to fly. Shoni Gaming is back in the air, guys. Yes, it is. I first want to say hello to a few people. First of all, Apple Juice, thank you very much for that follow. Welcome to the cabin crew. Hope you are enjoying what you're seeing, man, and what you are going to see, or woman for that matter. I don't know. I don't judge. But yeah, and yeah, hello Amica, Kingsman right here, Elron McBong, AJ Rawlings, Dunker is here already, as well as Bizarro and Sharabel and Ween. Good to, oh, and Chevron, sorry. Almost forgot you, man. Almost forgot. And Drunk Simming, sorry. Yep. It is going great, guys. It is going great. Kind of inspired by you to maybe will do it myself when I get better at the sim than FSX. Apple Juice, trust me, it is awesome to do. But Apple Juice, you are also welcome to fly along with us. You are also welcome to fly along with us. So if you are going to do this, I can only recommend it. But there's always the room for you to fly along with us, and that is always yeah, you're part of the cabin crew now. You followed us, so you're part of the cabin crew. And just if you love the sim, you want to give it a try, you want to learn while flying, just go ahead and fly along with us a few times, you know. And there are enough people here in chat who are willing to help you along, as well as I. So trust me, you just landed in a very warm bath. Indeed you did. Well guys, I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Last Friday we had our first collaboration with Captain Arash, which was absolutely great. It was so much fun. We had such a laugh. The first part of our flight, we flew over Cairo. The first part was basically Captain Arash teaching us how to do VOR DME flights. So basically navigate. Well, I'm sure lucky. Yes, you are, my friend. Yes, you are. And we will show you along the way. Trust me, we will hold your hand and you will be fine. And oh, by the way, Apple Juice, welcome to the rabbit hole. Trust me, we'll get back on that as well. Welcome to the rabbit hole. We flew along with Captain Arash, which was a lot of fun. The second part was with you guys flying over all the beautiful points of interest over Cairo. Of course, we are going to fly over Cairo again, but that will be in probably 2 months' time, something like that. Today, we are leaving, and I'll show you guys. Boop. Today, we are leaving North Macedonia and flying into our final country of Europe. We made it! We are here! Our final country in Europe. Now all we have to do is the rest of the world. Yay! So that only took us 9 months. Syncrate with a party of 24. Syncrate! Holy moly! Thank you very much for following, for coming in here, man. And I hope you enjoy yourself. I am Shoni from Shoni Gaming. I fly all over the world to every single country in the world in a Cessna 172. Yes, I'm kind of mad about that. And guys, please give a shout out to Syncrate. He is an awesome streamer. So Syncrate indeed. Syncrate is a very cool streamer. So thank you very much for being here. And yeah, man, it is going to be pretty awesome. And of course, he now just redeemed the Sir David Attenborough. And with that, Syncrate just came in with his, well, shall we call it, a flock of people who are coming in to watch this stream and have a little bit of fun. And that is what we do here. We fly all over the world in a tiny little airplane, followed by our own, let's just say, flock of people, and flying all over the country, bombing each other with basically good vibes. Yes, that is what we do. Airspeed dive, thank you very much. 8 out of 10. Well, I do try. Trust me, my Arnold is much better. Yeah, get to the chopper. It is much, it's much better. So, good to see you, man. And as I said, I'm not sure, did we already give a shout out to Syncrate? I'm not sure, but this is our flight today. Today we're taking off from Ohrid, and we are flying in North Macedonia all the way along Skopje towards the south, and then we are going to Hoppa, Greece. Yes, we are going to Greece. It is going to be pretty awesome, guys. I have flown so far over every single country in Europe, with the exception of Iceland. But I'm flying back over Iceland from Greenland, so we're catching up on Iceland as well. And this is our final country in Europe. I'm getting emotional. Yeah, anyway, it's a lot of fun, and this is our flight today. We will be landing in Thessaloniki today, and about 2.5-3 hours flight. If you want to fly along, join the North European server, and basically, it is you can just hop on North Europe, download the flight plan from the Discord channel, which is available to you guys. Just fly along, just have a little bit of fun, and if you don't, you don't. This is what we're doing. 440,000 nautical miles, 440,000 kilometers, 2,200 hours. We just did basically this part right there, Europe, and we are on to do the, well, basically rest. Yeah. So all this still needs to be filled in. So we're here for at least 4 years, guys. And this is our flight for today. As I said, this is the flight plan. If you want to join me, I'm on the North European server. Make sure your flight conditions, if you're flying along, is set to all players, not live. All players, otherwise we will not see you. Go to live traffic, or live traffic and live weather. That's all up to you. I'm flying live traffic, I'm flying live weather, but hey, that's me. That's me. So that's it. And don't forget also, if you go to the options page, by the way, general, and then data, turn on, of course, the multiplayer here. And there are a few other tiny little adjustments that you can make. But all in all, that is what you need to do, guys, to fly along with moi. So here we go. Let's punch the numbers. There we go, guys. We are off and running to the races. Yes, we are. Oh, talking about drunk simming. Talking about the ultralight. What we are going to do is I'm going to, once we reach the center of the islands, because we are going to do a little bit of island hopping over, a lot of island hopping actually in Greece, but we are going to do a special ultralight flight. So if you want to fly along in the ultralight, get it from the Microsoft Store. It is the only few exceptions that I make. It is a tiny little flight along the islands with ultralights, and it's going to be pretty awesome, guys. It is going to be a really, really cool flight. It's going to be completely VFR. We will not use any kind of GPS. It's going to be a lot of fun. Basically, we will end up in the Aegean Sea. But yeah, it's right now it's going to be a lot of fun. Alright, are you ready to fly? There we are. We are on the runway here in Oret, Shadowbell, Webfrog World, Drunk Simming. I can see you guys right there. There are dark, ominous clouds, but we should be good. Lost over the sea. Indeed. Deep in the sea. Yes. It is going to be a lot of fun. It is going to be a lot of fun. But that will be probably next week. That will probably be next week. With a little bit of luck next Friday, guys. First of all, I'm going to set up, of course, all my navs and stuff. So that's pretty cool. PDF, yes, we will do the wind. Of course, I have wind at my back, as always. Never understood why that happens, but still, here we are. Doesn't matter. We'll get this baby off the ground. Alright, back. There we go. Oh, I need to turn the inset off, because that is annoying. Let's turn the nearest on, and that should be good. Then we go to our flight plan right there. Guybrush, good to see you, man. Hello, hello, hello. And by the way, Quirt, dude, hello. Hello. Okay, there is our... let's zoom out a little bit. Here we go. Ha! Oh, my lord. That should be on. I think someone just spawned straight into me, which is hilarious. Yep. Alright, flaps 10. I think we're good to go, guys. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? Let's get the show on the road. Hi-ho, Silver! Away! We go that way! Yes, we do. Let's get this puppy up to about, well, 60 knots. Should be good. Sorry, I spawned on the wrong side of the runway. First of all, never say sorry on my stream, because basically I'm the biggest screw-up there is. So trust me, you will never do worse than I do. And second of all, man, it's all up to you. And actually, you have a point, because the wind is facing your direction. So yeah, this is... Don't say sorry. Basically, I screwed it up. So yeah. And by the way, thank you there very much there, Gary Harry Gaming, YouTube. Thank you very much for that follow, man. Thank you very much. I really, really appreciate that. I really do. Alright guys, we are up, we are running. Marky Pro, dude, how are you? How is your flight going, man? So no, don't worry about that, man. Don't worry. I'm thinking bronze beard eye. That is you there, Jim Knights. Is that you? And we are moving and we are grooving, going into our final country, man. Oh, yeah, that's you. Okay, cool, man. Thank you very much for flying along and having a lot of fun, man. That is what we do right here. So yeah, don't worry. I'm not fast anyway. Don't worry about that. Trust me on this, man. You'll have. Why is the red card spawning right there? The red card should not be spawning right there. All right, I am missing out a few things. First of all, I do not have my map. That is kind of strange. Why is it not showing my map? It should be showing a map. Ah, there it is! Ha! It's there. Hello, map. Now it's back, and I need to start my flight. Fly now. That is also very important, because otherwise my... red card! Oh, you know what, Drunk Simming? That red card is exactly for you. That's just a free red card you already get. So, yes, ATC, yes. I really need to turn off that ATC. It's so annoying, isn't it? And by the way, I am going to ignore a freebie. Exactly. I'm going to ignore the fact that we are using ATC. I'm going to ignore the ATC from now on, unless they make it really good. Which, face it, it probably won't. It probably won't. It won't. Alright, let's go. Let's go outside and watch these beautiful views. Here we are, guys. We have Elron McBong right there. Charabelle is up in the air. We have Weem right there. Webfrog World. I'm sorry. JM Knights is right there in the distance. And we have Quirt already. Drunk Simming. So, yep, the group is growing. Now, if you want to fly along with me, you can. Hop on the North European server and simply find us near Oret in the very west of North Macedonia. Oret right there. And from there on, you can download the flight plan from the Discord channel. It is always available in the planning section. Now, also, if you want to fly in the Shoney Gaming colors, Amica has made the liveries available to you for 27 airplanes, guys. So, if you want to see the cabin crew colors, and basically you can fly in any plane that you want. It's there. So yeah, it is. It's all there. You can download it and use it to your heart's content. It's about 2 gigabytes of download, so it's pretty big. But yeah, it's totally free and it's for you guys. It's all for you. Very special flight today. Tonight landing in Antarctica. Ooh, that should be interesting there, Marky Pro. That is one thing we are going to give a try as well. Yes, I acknowledge the frequency change. Bye bye ATC. Yay! We're done. Now, guys, we are going to climb today to about, I think, 6,000 feet. 6,000 to 7,000 feet. Yeah, I can imagine that you're excited there, Marky Pro. I truly can imagine that. All right, let's make that. Yep, and now if I do that, that's still there. That's good. All right. So yeah, 6,000 feet. About should be good enough to fly over the first part towards Skopje. From there on, the mountains should somewhat subside, and we should have a more stable flight. So it's a nice cloud ahead indeed. It looks very ominous, and if we are going into the pea soup, I can always invoke the Arnold and push the clouds away, and push them away. Yeah. And then we get to the chopper. Yeah. So yeah. It's, we can always invoke Arnold if things go wrong, but right now we are still actually doing pretty well with trying to fly in live weather. We recently had a few problems with that. Have you finished any other continents than Europe? Basically, apple juice? No. No. Right now, I've started flying in September, and my first stream was on the 9th of September, actually. And after that, we have been flying over every single country in Europe. That's my goal anyway. I want to fly over every country in a Cessna 172. That is going to be a bit hard for a few tiny little islands out in the ocean, but most countries we can fly over, actually. So right now we have flown over every single country in Europe. Yes, we also have flown over the Vatican. We have flown over Andorra. We have flown over San Marino as well, and Monaco. So yes, we have flown over those tiny little enclaves and hey man, good to see you. Hello, wake me up when September ends. Yeah, no, but yeah, it's right now it's pretty good. So we've done basically now every single country in Europe. And it's going to... doing great there, MSEP. I am doing actually pretty awesome. And to answer your question, Quart, yes, I have installed, of course, the H135 Airbus helicopter. Yes, I do. So if you fly along in the helicopter, it should show up. But yeah, right now, as I said, we just took off from Skopje right here. Yes, I'm doing excellent, mod. I am doing so good. Hope you are doing as good as well. Let's level this little puppy out a bit. There we go. Pull up, pull up, pull up. I'm bringing the chopper. Yeah, let's go to the chopper. Excellent, excellent. We just upgraded your garden. Good to hear, my dear. Good to hear. And especially with weather like this in Europe, you will enjoy it. I'm pretty sure. We need that chopper. Yes. All right. Let's get a little bit up to speed because 80 miles is not going to cut it. 80 knots is not going to cut it, guys. We have to get it up a little bit faster. Yes. All right. Now I'm going to set the navigation just in case. So I'm turning on the flight director as well. I'm setting the nav mode on GPS, and I'm setting the FLC on, which should take me up to 6,000 feet. If anything goes wrong, I can put it on autopilot. But you guys know me, I don't fly on autopilot. I really don't. So autopilot, if you want to fly this on autopilot, that's all up to you. But I fly every single mile manually. So yeah. Ah, nice one, nice one. Oh, a private picture over... okay. I have to look up something quickly. Let me see. Oh, that looks very nice. Looks very, very nice. Very nice. I hope you will enjoy that, my dear. I hope you will enjoy that. Ooh, have to stay on target. Now, as I said... let me see, because I should have had tailwind, which should have sped up my definitely my airspeed, but right now it's not. So why am I going this slow? Because I'm still climbing like crazy. My vertical speed is still up by 500 feet. So yeah, really need to adjust that. All right, guys, but look at this, guys. With beer and sun, indeed. But look at this. All right, there we go, guys. We are up and running. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful countryside here over North Macedonia. To be honest, I know very little of North Macedonia. I know very little of it. Unfortunately. Nicholas, good to see you, man. Hello, hello. By the way, sip of coffee, always important. You guys know me. I love my coffee. But look at those clouds, guys. How ominous and cool they look. And the thing is, guys, this is going to get better. This is going to get so much better. It is really going to get much better. Asobo has stated they are going to redo the weather model over the coming 6 months. It's going to be even better than it already is. So yeah, I'm looking forward to things like that. Good to see you, man. How are you? I am doing great, Nicholas. I am doing absolutely great. Having a lot of fun today. I'm very excited because today... we are finally reaching the final country in Europe. So yeah. Yes, they are. Mods, yes, they are. They are still improving everywhere I've been, basically. Yeah. Yeah, I flew over, of course, over the UK. What happened? The UK. When did you go to Ireland? Ooh, that was, I think, in February or March. February or March. It was just before I left the UK. Orion. I left the UK just before the UK update landed. Yeah, that was pity I missed it. Actually, Orion, I am uploading it all to the YouTube channel as well. I am uploading it to the YouTube channel. So if you want to see it again, I am busy trying to upload. Right now, I am in I have uploaded to flight 26 or 27, I think, and that is in the northern part of Sweden. Then we flew all the way back along the Norwegian coastline and then crossed over into the UK. So we did Scotland first, and after that we flew over Ireland, and then we moved on to England. So, and that was just before the UK update landed. So basically I never got to see all the beautiful updates. So yeah. 5 terabytes of video to record all the flights. Izzy? No, petabytes. Yeah. And we're talking petabytes. No longer terabytes. Trust me. It's a lot. It's actually a lot. Now the thing is, I actually first what I did was I really did also recorded the streams on my hard drive, and that took up a lot of space. And then I figured out that actually you can basically export straight to Twitch from to YouTube from Twitch. Yeah, that made it a lot easier, actually. So yeah, that made it a lot easier. So yeah, it's you can basically since then I have been trying to export on the one side the vids that we've already done to straight from Twitch to YouTube, and the ones that I recorded I am now separately uploading, but that takes like 2-3 hours for just one vid to upload. So yeah. You know Jane and Coffee House. Well, if you're talking from Jane from the community manager for Microsoft Flight Simulator, I don't know her personally. I wish I did, but yes, I do. I have heard of her, of course. I know her from the Microsoft stream. So yes, I do. And of course, she is being trained by Forden, who is also a absolutely brilliant streamer. Let's face it, Forden is really good. Ah, there you go. When we are in the ultralight. Oh, there you go. How late is the Quart? How late is the community flight? Because you know that. At what time is that? Is that in the evening? I'm not far behind you. Is it Jim Nights or JM Nights? I'm gonna call you Nights. There he is, Bronzebeard, right there. We have Elron McBone, Jaybird. Jaybird, come on, man. You're a VIP. You don't have to sneak in like that. You can announce yourself. We have Quird right there. We have Weem, of course. Weem, aka the mod. He will banhammer you. Wetfrog Ward, Sharabelle. We have Drunk Simming, AJ Rawlings, and I'm not sure if La Longdeal is flying along with us. Maybe. So yeah. Thank you very much, Ron Cessna VFR and Izzy Y. Thank you very much for that follow. Welcome, guys, to the cabin crew as well. So it is a lot of fun to have you guys here. And as I said, I hope you are very much enjoying my stream today. I stream on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. For those that are new, I am streaming on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays from 1 p.m. Central European Time to about 4, 5-ish. Kind of depends. For those that are flying along with me, before I land, stay in the air. So if I have landed, then you guys can come in. I will bring you in with a nice piece of music, and you know, I'll make a show of it. I'll make a show of it, so you guys get to show off your landing skills. So yeah, I can fly, but it's more the graphics of FSX aren't really worth the flying around the world. Oh yeah, no, apple juice, true, absolutely true. I mean, take the graphics of FSX, or even X-Plane 11 or Prepared, and compare it to basically, well, yeah. Do I need to say more? Do I actually have to say more than this? I mean, that's real. That looks absolutely real to me. That is. I still don't get it how Microsoft and Asobo has done it. I mean, to be honest, I think it has something to do with sacrificing chickens and black magic and raising some dead or something. I don't know, but I think it kind of went there. So it's completely. I know it's a programming feat to behold, but man, wow, just wow. When you can, we need 10k points to be able to make you dance for 10 seconds. No, I will not. I can dance, actually. I'm a pretty good dancer, actually. But no, no, I will not. Well, other than this, maybe. Yes. Yes, indeed. Yeah. But I will. But we also have, of course, the redeems for Arnold and Sir David Attenborough. So yes, we have those, of course. Oh, look at that, guys! The chopper mod is awesome. I know, right? Quirt, it is absolutely brilliant. It's very, very good. And the funny thing is that was something I want to talk to you about. Of course, the H135 Airbus is free, but now today we also have the Bell chopper, and that is paid for. And I don't know how I feel about that. 5k points, 50% done. I don't know how I feel about the Bell because it's paid. It basically is a third-party paid mod. Now I don't mind paying for mods for planes or helicopters or anything like that. I really don't mind that. First of all, but and here's the kicker: if you buy the Bell one, Microsoft does not officially still support. Helicopters in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So, should something change in the platform, it basically will mean that it could break the plane, or in this case the Bell chopper that you are flying in, to a point that it may not be playable for quite a while, actually, although you did pay for it. Now, of course, in the future that will change, but right now think I would leave such things alone, to be honest. In my case, I would. I mean, don't get me wrong. It is very, very cool, and it is. I mean, I saw it, and the first thing that came to my mind was the soundtrack from MASH. It was like, yeah, suicide is painless. It brings that, you know, it's that one. But yeah, still, Quart. If Microsoft makes any kind of change in Microsoft Flight Simulator that does not support the flight model that Bell uses, it basically breaks the model. So yeah, I'm not sure about that. So yeah, what's your Discord, please? That is really, really easy. Just exclamation mark Discord. Bang. There we go. Ole. There we go. There, Kingsman. And you can join that for free. There is, it's all there. And guys, if you can download the flight plans from there. You can download the liveries from there. We have a lot of stuff up there. So yeah, you can ask any question you want. But yeah, don't know why that was denied. But yeah, don't know. Right now we are actually flying into a I think this is a rain shower, or are we flying between rain showers right there? And what is coming up there? I am kind of worried about those clouds there. What's hiding in them? Is there a mountain hiding in those clouds? Because if there is, we may have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. So yeah. But right now, it's still good. It's showers. Yes, exactly. Golden shower. Well, did he just say golden showers? Yeah, he did. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah. I need to make the pee-pee. I'm going to fly into the mouth of hell. That's exactly golden. Yeah, that was maybe not so smart a remark right there. Yeah. Sorry about that. It is AJ Rawlings. It is. It's ominous. It's cool. It's breaking open on the one hand right there. You can see the rain showers right there. It is the rain. I can't stand the rain against my canopy. Oh yeah. It's I mean it's blue skies. We've got it all today. We have it all today. The only thing we're missing is thunder. So, but then again, they say thunder and they say lightning. They will never strike twice. So, for that reference, I mean, if you are actually a really big Collins fan, then you will know what song I'm on about. So, but here we go, guys. Yeah, we need to climb. We need to climb. Definitely. Going up. Going up, up, up. Going down, down, down. Those incredible men and their flying machines. Oh yes. Here we go. Will buy the bell. Their support has been very. I mean, as I said, Kurt. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely amazing, there, Kingsman. It is. It is so stunning. Look at that. Look at that. You can't make this up. The thing is, you can't make this up. This is. It looks real. It looks good, and it looks. Man, I think it's like $30 or something, like 30. I can't stand it. Yeah, $32. So it's like 25 euros or something like that. Something like that. I think between 20 and 25 euros, or bear tokens, or whatever. I think I am going to aim for that gap right there. I'm aiming for that gap right there, giving it a little bit more power. There we go. And pulling it into a nice climb, a steady climb, because otherwise I'm pretty sure I can't make that. I can't make that mountain right there. There is a mountain right there. It is hidden in the shadows of the clouds right there. But yeah, I am aiming for that gap right there. So I'm trying to keep a comfortable, I think, between 82 knots max, and climbing steadily up to about 6,500 feet should do it. I think, maybe. Yeah, a little bit higher. A little bit higher. Yeah. Because if you look there, that is definitely a mountainside, and I do not want to faceplant myself straight into. Wow. Wow. Just wow. I do not want to faceplant myself into a mountain. Let's face it, we nearly did that in the Alps, of course, where I drove over the mountain pass. That was fun. So, yeah. Hey, Kingsman, thank you very much for that sub. I really appreciate that, man. I mean, a follow is nice, a sub is even better. So, oh yeah, it is even better. Oh, and by the way, if you now go to the Discord channel, your name will be in yellow. Yes. Discord has been connected with with Twitch, which means that right now it will show if you are actually a sub or not. Yeah, Geekai, good to see you, man. Hello. Hype, hype, hype indeed. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. That helps out a lot. So, yeah. Yeah, they are. They are indeed there, Kurt. I mean, they have been making them for, I think, Explain as well as Prepared. So they are very well known for their, of course, for their very, very good support as well for Chopper. So yeah, I mean, it's not that you can't go wrong with them. I just think that it may be causing a problem with in future with updates with Microsoft Flight Simulator, because the platform itself does not officially support helicopters just yet. It just doesn't support it officially yet. So that is basically what is causing the problem in my case. And as soon as Microsoft has given the go-ahead for official helicopter support, I'm all for it, man. Go buy them. Go do it. Go do it. I mean, have fun. Have any kind of fun that you can. But it will. Of course it will, Kurt. It will. But not just yet. It will support it. If they say they will start to support it in 2023. That's a long way off. That's still 2 years off, man. So, yeah. Slow down. Yeah, slow down a lot, man. I had to climb there, Jam Knights. I had to climb. So, there's a good chance you may have caught up with me. But right now, we just climbed over the largest part of, the highest part of North Macedonia right there. I mean, look at that. It is hidden in the clouds. Look at that, guys. How awesome does this look? Yep, there you are. You caught up with me. Thunder to the right. Really? Oh, there, thunder clouds. Yes, we just skirted around them. We just skirted around them. You're in the chopper right now, exactly. Man, it is... Wow. Look at that, but the Spitfire, I've been loving it. Marky Pro, the Spitfire is absolutely freaking hilarious. It is so much fun. Yeah, on live weather. It is, Kingsman. It is live weather, this. Yeah. It is absolutely live weather. So, alright, guys. I am going to see if I can aim for my... yeah, the sound, man, that Merlin engine roaring, it is absolutely brilliant. AJ Rawlings is usually flying the Spitfire as well. It is absolutely brilliant. I know there, Kingsman. I mean, this is so good. It is so good. I mean, look at how pretty and beautiful this is. You can't, I mean, there is no way you can program this on purpose. Well, they did do it on purpose, of course, but it is fully generated like this, and that makes it just from the live weather and everything, it is absolutely stunning. Tiny little mountain right below us. Let's make sure we do not fly into it, because, yeah, that will be bad. That would be bad. Oh, how bad would it be, guys, if I just crashed on my final flight leaving from Europe? Oh, that would be horrible. Then I had to go back all the way to Innsbruck. That would be pretty awful. Oh, that would be pretty awful. Oh, that would be pretty awful. Need Airwolf. I think they are working actually on a mod for that. So, yeah, they are. I think the Airwolf is being modded right now. Alright, guys. Let's see. Normally we would adjust this, but we should be out of the pea soup pretty quickly. Pretty quickly. It's so beautiful. I have not seen the lightning yet, but it should be there. This area is, it is definitely, that is definitely thunderclouds right there. We should be flying along it, so yeah. On the top of the screen looks fresh directly after start. Yeah, it should work, actually. Does it show correctly? Yeah, you can hear it in the distance, actually. You can hear it in the distance. Let me have a look. It should work. No, it should just fly and yeah. So now it's actual. Ah, okay. That's strange. Somehow it's not updating. Well, I'll just do it like that. Okay. No problem. No problem. We'll just keep it like that. We'll keep it like that. Excellent. 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 I'll just keep it like that. And I'll keep it like that. And that's the way it is. Huh. So, yeah. There we go. Back into the clouds again. And we are nearing... Well, we were going to fly over Skopje. But I think... Let me have a look, guys. Let me have a look if I can see Skopje in the distance right there. Man, look at the way the clouds look. By the way, guys, real talk, by the way, if you are actually doing a VFR flight, I'm not supposed to fly here, basically right now. In a VFR flight conditions, yeah, this would not be good. This would not be good. I would have had to fly a lot lower. So keep that in mind. All right. We are going to go a little bit lower because we are at the moment at 8,000 feet. And yeah, we are going into a slight dive. I am going to see if we can fly over Skopje, or if we can see it if we break through the clouds below. Making sure I don't fly into a mountain. No, this should be good. There it is. It's breaking up. I can slowly see it breaking up. There we go. Hey, Jamal! My rock! Yes, there he is. Lightning strikes behind us, man. It is very, very ominous right now. It is very ominous. But we have Cherubel, Drunk Simming, Webfrog World, Quirt, AJ Rolling, Bronze Beard. That is JM Knights, Weem right there. Elron McBone, J Bird, and I'm not... Wow, yeah, indeed, right behind us. Lalon Daniel. I think Lalan Daniel. Hey, Pipe. Woo! Wee! Yeah, so it's here. Right. We are now flying in a thunderstorm. That's interesting. How are things? Let me join you. Good, man. You're going to have a lot of fun because we are flying in a thunderstorm, apparently. So, yeah. Ground or cloud break. Always fun to test what comes first. Yeah. Let's not do a faceplant into the ground, shall we? Been there, done that. Got the bumper sticker. So, yeah. And got the bumper sticker right there. So, yeah. Alright, guys. Actually, if you click that link, by the way, exactly what we just posted there, you can download the flight plan and you can basically join in or look on the North European server. I'm guessing we are the only guys flying along in North Macedonia right now. And Skopje is right there, I think. Yeah, that is Skopje. That is Skopje. That is the capital of North Macedonia right there. Yeah. You know what? We have to fly over. We have to fly over Skopje. Come on, guys. Let's fly over Skopje. Let's go do Skopje. Yeah. We have to fly over Skopje. Make sure I do not go too fast. Kill my plane again. Wouldn't be the first time. Will probably not be the last. Hey, Shoni. Have you watched your airspeed? Huh? What? What's that? Airspeed? That's for sissies. Yeah. Wouldn't be the first time I actually killed my plane over speeding. Did he actually do that? Yes, he did. So, yeah. Hydrate. There we go. Coffee. Hello, baby. Ah, yes. I take the sip and I push it down straight into the stomach. Yeah. Hey, Captain Rash is here as well, guys. Welcome, Captain. I heard you had a wonderful flight over the Acropolis and Athens. Good to hear that, man. Welcome, 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 Raiders, and I hope you enjoyed yourself with Captain Arash, who is a wonderful streamer. As I said, we on Friday, last Friday, Dr. Dreamscape, good to see you, man. Chernokril, good to see you as well. Hello, hello, everyone. We did a wonderful stream last Friday with Captain Arash at the wheel. He was the surprise captain for the cabin crew takeover, and we had a lot of fun. So yeah, guys. It is good to see you. Xantiosis Tech Maniac, good to see you as well. Kirkness, hello, 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 my friend. And yeah, it was a lot of fun, guys. It was a lot of fun. Well, today I am flying my last part over Macedonia. Then I'm flying to Greece as well. We are finally going to the final country in Europe. And then I have flown over every single country in Europe. That means that we then head south along Syria, Lebanon, Israel, and Jordan. And then we are headed towards Egypt, flying all the way around Africa. Also visiting every single country in Africa. So yeah, I actually said my world trip is almost over. Man, Marky Pro, just hop on in. Yeah, I know, right? Syria, yeah, I know, I know. By the way, Skopje down here. Yes, we had to fly over the capital, of course, ooh, and there's thunder and lightning in the neighborhood right there. Come to the most beautiful country in the world. Xantiosis Tech Maniac. Not only are we going to fly over the most beautiful country in the world, we are also going to do island hopping. So we are going to do a lot of islands. We are going to land on a lot of islands. And on top of that, the cherry on top of that is... Hey, that's not showing up correctly. Why is that not showing up correctly? I'll get back to that. Not only that, we are going to do a group ultralight flight over a few little islands. We're going to do it completely VFR. We're going to do it completely by... Hey, Captain, here you are. Compass. We are going to do it on compass. So it's going to be pretty awesome, man. It's going to be pretty awesome. Is the thunder and lightning very, very frightening? Galileo, Figaro. Magnifico. I'm just a poor boy. Nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from a poor family. Spare him this life from this monstrosity. Easy come, easy go. Will you let me go, Miss Milla? No, we will not let you go. Let him go, Miss Milla? We will not let him go. So, yeah, kind of, yeah. Tiny bit too much, maybe? Yeah, that was a bit of a dead giveaway. So, yeah, man, it's going to be pretty awesome, that flight. So, yeah. lightning straight into the holy moly. I know, right? It is thunder and lightning galore right there. So it's a lot of fun, this flight so far. It is a lot of fun. Where is the compass? The compass today is still on. We're still on GPS flying. Well, we're actually not on GPS, but we're going to our waypoints. And next week, as I said, we are going to do a flight over all the tiny little islands, a few tiny little islands in ultralights, doing it completely VFR. So it's going to be hilarious. It's going to be hilarious, absolutely hilarious. Oh, and by the way, also, I installed the I Love VFR mod from Puffin. I think it was Puffin, if I'm not mistaken. I installed that mod, and it looks... I can truly recommend it. It is a very, very tiny mod, but it makes it look so much better, everything. I really, really can recommend that one. So that is pretty cool as well. And just in case, I installed a few updates for a few of the islands, a few of the airports on the Greek islands as well. Hey, perfect flight! Oh, there we go. Yep. Thank you. It's We Love VFR, man. Link it if you can. Link it, man. Link it. So it is really good, man. You really did a great job. So for that. For the land areas, the land masses, install Puffin flights. We Love VFR. It is there you go. I can truly recommend that. That is cool. For the I also installed the boat mod again. There is a mod on Flight Sim 2 as well. Let me look that up. Are we landing? No. Well, you can land if you want fuel, but basically I have a few airports dotted in with my flight, and you can land there for fuel, because we have a few very fuel-hungry pilots with us, airplanes with us as well, so they basically fuel up on those landings. So, but we continue our flight. And these guys usually catch up. So, yep. That's all up to date, so I need to get, the Global AI Ship Traffic MSF V1, that has been made by Henrik Nielsen. Henrik Nielsen has created this incredibly cool mod as well. So if you combine Puffin flights, which is really tiny, and it's small and it's very good, but combine that with the Global AI ship traffic, it makes it look so much better, guys. It makes it look so much better. It's such good fun. It is such good fun. So I can really, really recommend that. Really. They should have called it Spitfire the Fuel Gulper. They should. By the way. Yeah. There you go. So, that's two. Landing a Cessna on a cargo plane. That should be doable. That should be easy enough. Good luck with that. So, yeah. Hey, good luck with that, dude. It's like, that's not going to end well. Nicholas flying behind us as well here in the. He is flying very close with the Spitfire as well. Unfortunately, Jamal, dude, Quirt is not showing up correctly. It should show up, but Quirt, do you have a livery that I don't use? Because that is probably the reason why it will not show up correctly. But Quirt is actually flying in the H-135 Airbus helicopter. We have Jamal at there as well. Rock, he is here. Jaybird, L. McBone, Weem, Drunk Simming, AJ Rawlings, Recorded Track, oh good lord. That is Piper, if I'm not mistaken. I think Piper, yep. We have Cherubel right there, and JM Knights right there. JM Knights is in the air as well. Guys, we are once again bombing the each and every country with good vibes. For those that are wondering, we are flying not only over every single country, but yes, we are carpet bombing them with good vibes. Yes, indeed. That is what we basically do here. We love each and every one of you guys that is coming along, and it's the police one. Link it, Quirt, in the Discord channel. Diederik, how is South Africa, my vriend? It is Thank you, and by the way, thank you for being here, Diederik. Haven't seen you in quite a while, actually, so good to see you, man. Exactly, Geek Guy. We are bombing him with good vibes, but link the livery that you use in the Discord channel there, Quirt, and I will install that for you. By the way, this goes for most of you guys. If you have a special livery that you want to show off, for instance, tomorrow I will be also installing Jeff Cat's new livery, his Domino Pizza livery for the SR22, if I'm not mistaken. So go check that out as well, guys. He has created a livery for that. Let me show you. Let me send you guys a link for that. Up to date, Domino's Pizza. There we go. There we go. That is by Jeff Cat, TV Jeff Cat. You guys know him as well. Of course, he has been on the channel as well here. Flies along with us quite regularly. So go check out that one as well. When you're over Israel, watch out for those rockets in the air. Yeah, man, I am sorry to hear that with the Israel and the Palestinians going on right now. And I hope they can resolve that quickly. So yeah, it's never nice in a period like this. It just isn't. So yeah. You're good. Thanks for asking. I watched and not always in chat. That's fine, man, Diederik. As you know, lurking is an option. Lurking is indeed an option. Following is good and chatting actively, that's fine. But if you just want to have me yapping in the background, and yes, I yap basically all the time that I stream, it means that yeah, it is. That's fine too. That is absolutely fine too, guys. That is absolutely fine too. You never, ever, 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 did I say ever? Yeah, I did. Ever have to apologize for anything like that. You really don't. And yes, for those that are wondering, is he always that hyper? Yeah, kinda. And that's coffee not included. So yeah. Yeah. Number 3. One of us. One of us. Exactly. I found the mute button. I found the mute button. Dude. Jamal. You love my voice, don't you? You love my voice. It's the caffeine addiction. Coffee junkie. I cannot agree more. Yes. You have my full my full support for this. Yes, you do. Yes! Indeed! For those that are wondering, that is Quirt flying in a helicopter. Apparently, yeah, somehow it just didn't work out great. But yeah, oh, thank you very much for those biddies, man. I really appreciate that as well. I'll catch up with you later, my friend. By the way, I sent you a Discord message. No rush. Will do. Will do. Will do. Will do. Thank you very much for being here, Captain Arash. Thank you very much for that raid, man. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful work day. Yeah, right there. I know you have to go to work, so yeah. Only coffee. Only coffee. Yeah, funnily enough. I'm Dutch, but yeah, only coffee. You'd think that I'd have access to much, much more stimulants, basically, but coffee is... I roast my own caffeine to feel my addiction. Do you actually really roast your own coffee? Coffee junk? Wow, that is pretty cool if you do. I know there are these tiny machines that you can use at home to actually... Oh, that's awesome, man. That is so awesome. That is so cool. I've seen them on YouTube and stuff like that. It is... Jaybird, upside down, flying along. Will do, Red Redeem that hydrate. Because I work your stream time and almost 8 a.m. here. Ah, yeah, exactly, exactly. Thankfully, my personal laptop is right beside my work laptop. Good to hear that, Geek Guy. Good to hear that, my friend. Good to hear that. But that is pretty cool there. That is pretty cool there, Coffee Junkie. That is really, really cool, yeah. I thought grinding was already fancy. Yeah, I know. You actually built it yourself? But you did run a large commercial one. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. Yeah, I have this thing with coffee. For those that do not know me yet, I'm Shoney Gaming, and I have to confess something. I am a coffee junkie. Yeah, I am a coffee junkie. La Garenne. Visit La Garenne. Spitfire MK Twitch. It's a French airport. Oh man, I'm sorry, but unfortunately, and by the way, welcome to my channel, and thank you very much for the follow. But I already flew over France. However, and there is a cool thing now, twice a month, actually, we are doing what we call the cabin crew takeover. Since you are now part of the cabin crew, you can basically create a flight plan. There are a few rules there, but you can find them on the Discord channel. And if you would like that, you can basically make a flight plan and you can take over my flight. So twice a month, someone from the cabin crew can actually take over my flight, and we fly along with you. This also means that you can chat on Discord. We chat with each other. We have a laugh. You know, it's all in good fun. But basically, twice a month, you guys control my flight. So not only does that mean that we can do flights that are way in advance. So, for instance, North or South America, that is an option. But also flights that we already did before. So areas that we already flew over, basically entire Europe, we can do again. And I really would like that, considering the fact that I've flown over Europe just before all the updates landed. So yeah, we already flew over Scandinavia. Hey, what's coming out? Scandinavia. Oh yeah. We already flew over France and over the Netherlands and Belgium and Luxembourg. What came out? Hey, the update for France, Netherlands, and Belgium and Luxembourg. We flew over, of course, Great Britain. And what came out just after we left, basically, the update for Great Britain dropped. So yeah, I really would love to see those areas again and revisit them on, for instance, Cabin Crew Takeover. So guys, go mad, go nuts, please. Take over my channel. I beg you, take it over. I don't want it anymore. Yes, I do actually. I really do. So yeah, I love this. I love this. This is so much fun. I am having so much fun. And it's been a blast so far, guys. It has been an absolute blast. Link for the Discord channel. Here you go. Just share your stream key. Yeah, Jeff. No. Yeah, no. No. By the way, I already promoted your livery. So yep. There you go, Spitfire. No problem, man. Awesome name, by the way. Awesome name. And yes, we have a few Spitfires flying along with us. Actually, I own a Spitfire, and we did a salute to the Spitfire when it came out. So it is such a cool plane. It is such a cool plane. Look at the group, guys. Baran Kosp, are you flying along with us as well? If you are, please give a shout out in the chat, and I will. It ain't me. Yeah. Oh man, sorry. Man, I can truly recommend the Spitfire. It is pretty cool. We have Jaybird. Let's see how many people we have flying along. Elron Bonquart. We have Piper right there. Sharabel, AJ Rollings, Webfrog World, Jamal, Nicholas, Bronzebeard, Weem, Drunk Sitting. We are already at 12 people, guys, and it's growing. Baran Kosp, there he is. 13. Baran Kosp, you are actually number 13. Thank you very much for flying along with us in this lightning-bound area of North Macedonia right here. It is a lot of fun actually flying around here, and we are still on live weather. We are about to head south. Let me see, 12 nautical miles, so that's about 4 to 5 minutes. No, actually 3, because we have side wind, so that, yeah, it's about 4 minutes. And in 4 minutes time we will be heading straight south, and then we are moving on towards Greece. Yes, we are finally heading towards the final country in Europe. I am so hyped, guys. I am so hyped about this. This is so cool. Finally, the last country in Europe. It is actually quite an achievement, I think, that we together did this as a group, guys. We flew over every single European country, not just West or East, not just Western Europe. No. We flew over all the Eastern European countries as well. Yes, we flew over Romania and Bulgaria. We flew over Ukraine. We flew over Estonia and Turkey and Cyprus. Actually, the thing is, well, Cyprus is part, of course, of partly part of Europe, but Turkey is just a tiny little part of the mainland, is on Europe. So once we actually fly from Turkey, yeah, we flew over the Vatican as well. Once we fly from Turkey over the Bosporus, then we will officially have left. We will officially have left Europe. But the Bosporus is going to be That's going to be mind-blowing for me. Once we fly over Istanbul, which is, let's face it, an awesome city. It is absolutely awesome. And by the way, Abu Rayyan, thank you very much for that follow there, and I hope you enjoy what you're seeing, my friend. But yes, we flew over the Vatican. We flew over Andorra. We flew over San Marino. We flew over Monaco, actually. Yeah, I mean, stuff like that. It looks so good from the sky. I can truly recommend, guys, if you have Microsoft Flight Simulator, go fly everywhere. See everything. It is absolutely beautiful. This simulation is so very well tailored to VFR flying. I mean, look at this, guys. Look at it. VFR flying. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. I mean, there's no simulator out there that does this. Does this. The Golden Bridge. If you did, well, the Golden Bridge. What is that exactly? The Golden Bridge. Is that like the Golden Gate Bridge? Do you mean that, or? I'm not sure where that is. But guys, it is absolutely stunning. Why am I'm going away, of course. Oh, Golden Gate Bridge. No, man. No. Let me show you. Let me show you guys what I'm doing. There we go. Boop. So yeah, I'm doing that. Basically, as I said, Spitfire, Spitfire, I'm flying 440,000 plus kilometers around the world. We just only flew over Europe. So basically, the European and Scandinavian part, that is what we've done. And we are then heading south towards Africa and then towards the east. It will take at least 2.5 to 3 years before we actually reach the continent of America. So yeah, very interested in your Australian tour. JM Knights, so am I. This is going to be really cool. Oh, and by the way, the New Zealand tour, that is going to be me. Yes, I'm going to be very greedy with that, and I will make it in. We'll turn it into an entire Lord of the Rings fanboy flight. So beware, beware. Yeah. Let me see. So yeah, it is. Yeah, it's going to be. Spitfire. Impressive that Sky Vector did not crash trying to load that. It's struggling. I can tell you that. It is struggling. So yeah. So Russia's next. Actually, no, Spitfire. We are headed south. I can show you that because the funny thing is, let's zoom in. Let's zoom in a little bit, shall we? Yeah, it takes a little while to load. We basically barely skirted along Moscow, actually skirted along the Russian coastline, or the Russian border. But we are first heading south, then flying around all of Africa, heading towards South and the Middle East, Central Asia, South Asia, Southeast Asia. Then we're flying to Australia and doing New Zealand. Flying all the way over the French Polynesia, heading up north towards China and Philippines, Japan, of course. And then we are flying all the way back from the eastern coastline, all the way back towards Moscow and even the border again, St. Petersburg. Then flying all the way back to up north, all the way back towards Alaska. And then we are switching over. Only then are we switching over. And we are doing a large part of Alaska, we're flying over Alaska. We are flying over Canada, and North Korea. Yeah, every single country in the world. We are flying over every country in the world. There are a few places that I cannot reach. For instance, Hawaii and Honolulu. I can't reach those, and I will be flying there in an A320. So yeah. I will be flying there in an A320, then we are landing, they will shoot you down. Yeah, fortunately enough, this is just a simulator, and right now we can fly over even areas that are in... hey, there he is! Now it's showing up. We are flying in areas that, that fortunately enough, unfortunately enough, are at war. Yes, we are flying over wartime areas, indeed, but there is a reason why I'm doing that, and I'm not actually A French chopper. Actually, I think this is the Dutch emergency chopper right there. I think it's the Dutch, but I'm not sure who that is. Could it? Ah, that's Quirt. That is Quirt right there. But yeah, it's. I want to fly over those war-torn countries as well, simply to show and to see how beautiful they are from the air, because we keep forgetting that a lot of these countries who are at war are actually really, really cool. Afghanistan, I'm looking forward to flying over Afghanistan. You know, the South, the Middle East, Yemen and stuff like that. I am looking forward to that, you know, because it is not just a name on the news. It is also a very beautiful country that we can fly over in this simulator. And as I said, I am really looking forward to that. So yeah, we are now headed nearly straight south, by the way. What is nice about Afghanistan, actually a very, very rugged countryside. It's very beautiful. Yeah, really nice mountains. Exactly, yeah. It's yeah, man. It's from the sky. It should be absolutely amazing. It should be amazing, and I'm really, really looking forward to that as well. So yeah. But it's, you know, it's they're usually very, very underrated countries as well, and even in most times they are avoided in even simulators like this and stuff like that. But yeah. Ooh. 3 Apaches. Well, yeah, I heard. Mrs. Shoney Gaming just mentioned that there were 3 Apaches flying over right now, over our house. Well, they just did, but yeah. 3 Apache helicopters. Yeah, I know. I heard them, yeah. Huh, interesting. So yeah, we are being invaded apparently. Don't know why, but wasn't me. That's what they all say, Diedrich. That's what they all say. They're coming for you. They found me. The United States have discovered oil in Amsterdam. Yeah, that's one right there. You're on a roll, my friend. You are on a roll. You are on a roll. You are on a roll. G.I. Joe, protecting American oil routes in overseas countries. Yay! It's that's not a quote by me, actually. That is a quote by Ross from Friends series. So, yeah. They're looking for the man who flies around the world. Well, they're in the wrong place. I'm in Macedonia, virtually. Yeah, we found him. Now, open fire. Stream interrupted. It's, Alright guys, we are headed south right now towards the final leg on, and then we are on the final leg into Greece, guys. Oh man, I'm so looking forward to this. I mean, I love Macedonia, by the way. It is very, very cool country actually right now. Let's see, 34 nautical miles right now, so that should be, what is the wind coming from? The wind is headwind, so yeah. North Macedonia is nice, and it's still thundering around, so yeah. I mean, let's face it, guys, the weather does help. I mean, the weather really does help. It is, yeah, very ominous and looking very cool, especially with all the lightning strikes going on around us and the beautiful cloud cover breaking open here and there. It is really cool, and we keep forgetting that. Let's face it, it is a beautiful country as well. Look at that, guys. I mean, very mountainous, agricultural right there. It is, I mean, tiny little rivers there meandering through. It is incredible. It is absolutely incredible, guys. It's stunning. But that's the thing, guys. Because we are in a period where travel is very, very difficult, to say the least. Flying like this does give you a little bit of a sense of adventure and travel, and it's you know, it's not exactly the same, but there's a taste there. There's a taste there of actually moving around the world and seeing everything from this different vantage view. Yeah, virtual tourism is the future. Is he? I hope not, first of all. That is very important. God, I hope not, because let's face it, virtual tourism, I mean actual tourism, visiting countries, and yeah, the smell a little too. Yeah, I kind of smell sometimes. Yeah, never mind. But No, I mean, visiting other cultures, you know, eating their food, listening to their language, experiencing the hospitality of people. I mean, that will never go away, let's face it. That will never go away. But it's, yeah. Take a plane of the country you're in. That could be an idea, that Spitfire. That could be an idea. Although we may have a problem because, yeah, I don't think the Netherlands does make any more planes anymore. I mean, we had, of course, Fokker, but yeah, it's... yeah. But still, it's a lot of fun, guys. I mean, you're visiting and experiencing a lot of beautiful things. I mean, we flew over Montenegro and we discovered basically a giant Grand Canyon-like, well, canyon basically there. It was so awesome. It stretches the entire width of the country. Tara River Canyon. Go check it out if you own Flight Simulator, or check it out on Google Maps. It is really, really cool. It is really cool. It is really cool. Go check those things out. I mean, they're so awesome. Tiny little things that you can discover like that. I can, like a take a Mustang, man. True. Although I'm more for like, I'm more like a Dodge Charger kind of guy. You know, it's somehow, yeah. It's parts are still being made in the Netherlands. That is true. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Yeah. Or check out Tara River in real life. Yeah, man, Puffin, I can truly recommend that. I mean, really, it is such a beautiful, beautiful, cool canyon. It is really cool. It is really cool. If you can go on holidays again, go check it out for real. I think for real, it must be very impressive. That is quite true, that Puffin. That is quite true, indeed. So an A380 is basically Dutch. well. Make people closer all over the earth. Now Flight Simulator is getting people like us closer. Yeah, that is quite true there, Guybrush. Yeah, and I like that idea as well. That is quite true. John Twitch, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope you are having a lot of fun. And so it's, yeah, P-51 Mustang, aka the plane, not like, oh, the Mustang as in the plane. Yeah, I'm not sure actually if the Mustang is already in the simulator. I think there was a new one. Ah, good to hear that, John Twitch. Good to hear. There was a new one that they introduced recently, which was really cool. What was it? The P-41, I think? If I'm not mistaken. That looks really nice as well. But in the end, I am absolutely sure, I'm absolutely convinced that most of the... Yeah, the Corsair, that could be. But I'm pretty sure that that nearly every single aircraft will be represented in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Because it is so cool. It is so awesome. So yeah. Rafael, oh yeah, but that's a nice one. That is a nice one. Unfortunately, the only thing that comes close to that is the Eurofighter, and that actually not so good. So yeah, I kind of avoid that. I bought it because a few of you guys were flying along with it, but yeah, it's not that good. It's not that good. However, the MB339, I can truly recommend that. That is a very, very cool plane right there. That is a very cool plane. Responds very nicely so far, so yeah. As jet fighters go, right now in Microsoft Flight Simulator, if you want a jet fighter, yeah. Flying in Stukas. But yeah, it's... Try out the MB339. That is actually worth its money. That is worth its money. But still, guys, I mean, there are so many planes coming out so quickly right now. So, yeah, it is, unfortunately, it's getting harder and harder and harder to actually fly everything that I want. And it's getting more and more expensive. The rabbit hole is real. Yes, the rabbit hole is indeed real. But we are trying to do our best and have a little bit of fun with you guys. And I will be flying this in the 172, so yeah. DCS is also a thing to scratch the fighter itch. Indeed, there is he. Indeed, but that's more like it's more like campaign-based warplane simulator. So yeah, and it looks really good. Recently, there was actually a Steam sale, I think, on most of the DCS stuff. So it was, and DCS, the basic standard version, is free to play. It is absolutely free to play. Yeah, I will buy a hydrate thing. Well, I wait for that. And then I will redeem the hydrate. So yeah, I'll wait for that. I'll wait for that, my friend. But yeah, it is pretty cool that all these planes are quickly coming out now. I mean, yeah, it's a full-time job if you want to do it. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. And have realism, but nothing beats. Yeah, it is truly pretty. This drunk simming. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, Guybrush, the Twin Otter has been announced. It has been officially announced. Let me look it up. Twin Otter Microsoft. Let me see. Aerosoft. There we go. Yep. No. Yeah. The Twin Otter has officially been announced, I think, by Aerosoft, but I'm not sure. Twin. Let me look it up. Twin Otter. Looking it up right now. MSFS 2020. There we go. Aerosoft. Yeah. What's next? Let me see. Product reviews. Is that it? No, that's not it. I know it's there. I know it is coming. It is coming. And Aerosoft is creating one. Yeah. Aerosoft is creating it. So yeah, it should be good. MSEP, it doesn't matter there, Spitfire. There will be enough time to do the hydrate again. The hydrate is on a 10-minute cooldown timer because basically it meant that if I did not do it on a 10-minute cooldown timer, you guys maybe go to the bathroom about every 5 minutes. So yeah, that's the reason why it's now on a cooldown timer. I was drinking continuously, so about prepared by oh yeah. The PA-34 by Coronado, yeah, but I think I'll invest it in the Twin Otter. It is coming. I'm not sure how quickly it will be coming, but yeah. Just Flight Turbo Arrow. That's the thing. That's the thing, guys. And now, of course, Guybrush has stated one already. Zazra now with the Turbo Arrow. I mean, there are so many cool planes out there, and each and every one has a itch that they need to scratch, you know? So it's, yeah. Will the game be on Xbox? Yes. It will be in next month or the month after that, so in June or July. But yeah, guys, it basically this simulation, because of all the releases of the third-party developers, it is starting to scratch that itch that everyone has when flying it. So yeah, I would like to play with you, but I'm on Xbox. Spitfire in June or July. It will be released on Xbox. Yeah, I'm not sure if it will run on the older ones, the older Xboxes. But it will definitely run on the new release one. But it will come out next month or the month after that. Yeah. Spitfire, if you own the Microsoft Game Pass, it will be included in the Microsoft Game Pass. Even better, it is right now included in the Microsoft Game Pass for PC as well. And that will cost you, the first 3 months, it will cost you either $1 or €1 or a beer token. A month for the first 3 months if you do not own that. So yeah, it ended yesterday. It is in the Microsoft Game Pass. It is there. So, and it will also be included on the Xbox Game Pass as well. So yeah. But because you already own the Game Pass, you cannot get it for cheaps, basically. But there is a way, I think, to actually get Microsoft Game Pass cheaper. Let me look that up, guys. Now, I'm not sure if this actually works, but I saw this on Rock Paper Shotgun. That was a few days ago. Let me look at that up. Save. Let me see. Let me look that up. Search. Microsoft. I think it has something to do with... oh, here. That's the article right there. That is the article right there. And basically you can, if you get, I think, an Electronic Arts Game Pass thing, you can convert for $20. You can convert that for a year, you can convert that to Microsoft Game Pass 4 months or something like that. But that would mean basically that you pay $20 for 4 months of Microsoft Game Pass, and you can stack that to 3 years total, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So that is actually a pretty good deal if you can get that to work. Harder to fly, but it offers better sim. Yeah, but it's exactly. 1 for 3 months. Yeah, exactly. But that's for the first 3 months. That's only for the first 3 months, Spitfire. Then €50. Yeah, exactly. But this way you can actually pay €20 basically, and get it for 4 months for free. For 4 months basically. Well, it's not for free, but it's for 4 months. So yeah. Yeah, I know. It's like $15 a month. It is $15 a month. But if you never had, every time a sub ends, yeah, I know. Oh, yeah, there we go. Thought I had a hitch there, but no, the thing is, if you never had Microsoft Game Pass, what I tried to say is, if you never have Microsoft Game Pass, and you get for the Microsoft Game Pass for the first time, you can actually get it for the first 3 months for $1 or €1. After that, it will be 15. You pay 15 for 3 months every time. Oh, well, that's a good deal anyway. That is a good deal anyway. Ah, there you go. That is a good deal anyway. Yes, exactly. Ah, now I see what you mean. I get you. I get you. Welcome back, Daraboo. Welcome. We are, by the way, still heading south towards. Let me see. Where are we headed for? There we go. Yeah, we are headed south towards the border of Greece right now. We are still flying in North Macedonia, and we are then. Excellent there, Spitfire. Excellent. Good to hear, man. Good to hear. We are now headed towards the border of Greece, right there. We are about to fly into the last country in Europe. A momentous occasion, guys. That is actually quite momentous for me, to be honest. When I started this flight in September last year, when the simulation came out, I was really looking forward to this flight, and in my mind it would have taken nearly a year to just fly over Europe, but now we are about to reach the final country in Europe, and yeah. That is a momentous occasion for me. So it's yeah. I'm really looking forward to this, guys. It's lots of fun. Oh, the icon. Yeah, I heard it's pretty good. Water roots on the icon one day in a group. Yeah. It really is apparently lots and lots of fun. It has a nautical mile range of, I think, about 400 something nautical miles, and it is really cool. You can land it on airstrips, you can land it on water. It is pretty cool. Always end up parking it on the beach. You want to have an icon on the beach. So it's yeah. But it's kind of a weird plane, yeah. Can you explain how I can make a flight plan? Actually, I think that is on my YouTube channel, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure, but yeah, I can show you, I think, but not now, unfortunately. We are in the middle of a flight, but yeah. But it's not that hard, actually. It is not that hard. What I do recommend for creating a flight plan, by the way, is Little Navmap. That is, especially for VFR right now, Little Navmap is the way to go. Little Navmap is the way to go. You can do it on SkyVector. Basically, what you can do is, if you go to SkyVector right there, let me show you. This has been a flight plan that I've created, but the thing is, SkyVector is used by actual pilots. So I would not recommend using this as much, but and especially if you have the flight plan right there, do not push the briefing and filing. Never, ever, ever in your life push that button. Just don't. Because it will actually try to send your flight plan to the nearest airport that you start at. So no, it is a little nav map is free. Yes, it is completely free of charge. Let me look it up, guys. I will send you a link right now for the download for that. Little nav map. There we go. There we go. Little nav map. Did you create the whole FLP and little nav map, or have you cut it into separate flights? Actually, Puffin Fly, to answer your question, what I did was I created the flight in. Oh, need to adjust my correction, my course right there, because I am flying manually. What I did actually was I created my flight in June before the game launched. Before Microsoft Flight Simulator launched, actually, I created the flight that you saw on SkyVector there. I created that already. Took me about 3 weeks to completely plan it all around the world, and kind of legs that kind of approximate the flight time of the 172. Now, what happens is once I reach, I've landed for the week. I take out the little nav map. I select the airport that we landed on the week before, and I start to plan out my flight for that country. So basically, what I do is I don't fly over countries in straight lines. I create flight plans for each and every day, and that I try to visit as much beautiful sites in that country that I can. So for each day I create a single new flight plan which follows the previous flights and advances me towards my goal, basically in what I created on SkyVector. So I keep following that plan in rough lines and put in the details in the weekend after I landed. So on Saturday and Sunday I start to create the flight for the next week and make sure that everything is connected and we keep on flying each and every flight. So yeah, little nav map is a very, very big part of that actually. So I did not create it completely in little nav map. I created the entire flight in SkyVector, but all the separate legs I do create in little nav map because it is so very well suited for VFR flying. And that is actually, it is a great tool, because not only that, I do own, as you guys can see, Navigraph up there, but Navigraph is not supported for instance, VFR flying. So I create a VFR flight for in little nav map, and I export that to Microsoft Flight Simulator, so I have the plan ready. I export it to Navigraph, and I export it to SimToolkit Pro, which you can see on the other side right there. So here, that bar is SimToolkit Pro, and that is also, that here, right there, that also runs my flight as well. So yeah, cool. I have a similar approach revisiting places, and I've been to real life yeah, well, that's the thing. I mean, little nav map is actually very well suited for VFR flying, and it is free of charge. I mean, it is very powerful. It is very powerful, and it is, if you're flying VFR, it is a very, very, very good alternative to things like Navigraph. However, indeed I am an importer and an exporter. But yeah, it is. Are you a real pilot? Why you let thrust instead of 80%? Spitfire. First of all, no, I am not a real pilot. And indeed, Geek Guy, Navigraph, little nav map is really good. Red card right there. Red card for you, Spitfire. Red card for you. But yeah, it's the reason why I fly at full speed is if I fly at cruise speed, my airspeed will drop by about 15 to 20 knots. Now, if you're flying a single flight, that is fine. But I'm flying 440,000 kilometers, 2,200 plus hours. If I fly 20 knots slower, my entire flight around the world will go up by at least 400 to 500 hours. So basically, I'm pushing my engine to the max to get the most airspeed out of it, and I will shave off 200 to 300 hours at least. At least. So yeah, it's basically a time thing. That's the reason why. We got time, yeah. Basically me too, but yeah, Paul Van Dijk. I know, man. I have been actually thinking about, should I actually do that? But the thing is, actually, the funny thing is, there are a lot of guys, well, recently I haven't had a lot of guys actually that were flying along in commercial planes, but I had a few guys flying along in 747s, in A320s actually, flying along beside me, and if I fly at 100 to 90 to 100 knots, yeah, these guys can't stay in the air. So yeah, it's it's a thing. But we have actually had a lot of you guys in the past flying along in large commercial planes, and then flying at 120 knots. They can barely keep up with me. 4 flaps, constantly working the airspeed, and having to hear stall. I mean, you go nuts. You basically go nuts. We're just making sure the maintenance guys have lots to do. Yeah, it's basically creating jobs there, Drunk Simming. Yeah, it's basically creating jobs. I think of everyone in the aeronautical industry. Yes, and it's a rental anyway, so I don't care. Well, it's a rental. Yeah. It's a rental. Well, can we still call this a rental, guys? I mean, can we? Can we? By the way, guys, we have Elron McBone, Klein Elend. I'm not sure if I'm saying this right. If you're flying along with me, Klein Elend, please give a shout out in the chat. Say hello. We have Shadowbell right there. We have Jamel. We have Knight right there. Don't be gentle, it's a rental. Exactly. Jaybird right there. Quirt. Actually, Shadowbell. Yeah, you get one too. We have AJ Rawlings, Drunk Simming, Weem, and Webfrog World right there, flying all along with us, guys. So it's a lot of fun right now. It's a lot of fun. And we are nearing the Greek border, guys. When we fly over the half of this lake, that's Greece right there. Hoppa! We are flying to... Thank you very much there, JM Knight. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's first timers is always a little bit hard, but I'm getting better at this. I am getting better at this, so yeah. Is dropping fuel emergency landing in a plane function in Flight Simulator? Not really. As far as I know, not really. But yeah, but it will be in future. I am pretty sure it will be in future, Spitfire. Definitely. And in future, I'm talking in a few months' time. Especially when the third-party study level airplanes will come out. I am sure that dumping fuel will be an option. So yeah. Over 4 years, the rental cost, you will be able to buy a few planes outright. Probably. Yeah, probably. You're probably right. You're probably right. You are probably right. Alright, guys. I'm like dropping fuel by just... Yeah, what you can do... That is quite right. What you can do is you have the fuel option right there. It's kind of hard to see because of the... let me switch to the cam because then you can see it a little bit better. There you go. You have the fuel option right there. And you can basically say, I'm dropping my fuel right now. So, big dump button. Yeah. The Aramaki allows for fuel jettisons. Really? It does? Ah, that's cool, Kurt. That is pretty cool. But in this case, yeah, the only way to do that is basically to reduce the fuel. But then again, you know, if you crash, you do not get actual crash mechanic. The screen just goes to black. So, yeah, it's really, yeah... We entered Greece. Let's have some ouzo. Let's not talk about ouzo, shall we? Yeah, I had very, 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 very bad experiences with ouzo. Oh no, red card wasn't an option there, but yeah, yeah. But it's yeah, ouzo is a thing, guys, and I do love ouzo. I mean the anise taste of it. Oh man, it's like licorice kind of thing. It's ouzo. It's like ouzo. Hoppa. So it's yep. Where's a plate when you need one? So, What is that? Actually, it is a distilled alcoholic beverage. Quirt. It is very very nice. It is a staple of Greece, and it's very good. Yeah, exactly. Drunk simming. Well, it's not candy, unless you consider a high percentage of alcohol candy. Then yes, then it's a lot of candy. It is. Let's do the zorba. Indeed. Ta-ding, ta-ding. Hoppa. Yep, we are in Greece, guys. The final country of Europe. We're here. We're here. Stop it. Don't destroy the rental. That's not very legal. Sure it is. It's all in the contract right there, Spitfire. It's all in the contract. They're good with it. They're good. It's not a COVID vaccine, but it's tasty. It is very, very tasty. Yeah, it's really good, guys. It is really, really good. Yeah. I used to drink that a lot. And I mean, like, a lot. I didn't sip it in tiny shots glasses either. No, I shot it in whiskey glasses. That stuff. That was murder outright, right there. Yeah, I killed a lot of brain cells with Uso. Trust me. Sirtaki. Oh man, Greek salad. Oh yes, gyros. Oh man, stop it. Xantel Maniac. Stop it. Hold it, Torsken. You're in time, man. You are in time. We finally reached Europe, dude. We reached it. We are here in. We finally reached Europe. We finally reached the last country in Europe. So yeah. Which contract? Gone. No contract. So tzatziki. Oh man, fresh tzatziki with real Greek yogurt and oh man, with cucumber. Oh, so good, so good. Oh, lots and lots of garlic. Oh yeah. Man. Stop it there, Xantio says. Stop it. I'm getting hungry. Ooh. The saliva is real. Indeed, and rightfully so there. The saliva is real. Ooh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Man, it's so good, man. Greek food is so good. Highly underestimated in Europe, but it is really good. It is really good. You stole it. Yes, I did. And then I painted it in my crew cabin colors right there, Spitfire. Indeed, I did. I have to get back to the chopper. Yeah. Yeah, go to the chopper. Man. Za, za, za. And then we have to push up the clouds. Za, 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 za. Well, we don't have to push up the clouds. The clouds are way up high. They're like there. There's no need for the Arnold. Stealth 100. And yeah, exactly. Just got home from school, man. Well played. Well played. Might take a little flight. Any suggestion where to fly? Greece. Why don't you join us, my friend, Holdy Torskan? Why don't you join us? We are at the moment currently flying over lovely, lovely Greece right here. We are headed towards Ceres, over towards Drama, and then towards the coastline, and from there we are flying to Thessaloniki. And there we are landing. So we are basically still up in the air for at least an hour. An hour and a half, maybe. Yeah. I thought it was the USA map. No. No, this is very much Greece. As you can see, Italy right there. This is very, very much Greece, my friend. Oh, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I mean, Spitfire. It's there for a reason. It is absolutely there for a reason. Trust me. This is there for a reason. You have been warned. You all have been warned. Oh. Xanthiosis, Tech Maniac, you are going to love this. This is not my only flight over Greece. No. Tomorrow we will, and the coming days, actually the coming 2.5 weeks, I think, we will be flying over your entire country, flying everywhere. We are going to fly first over this part right here. Not flying over Athens yet, because let's face it, we are first heading over to Corfu as well. Flying along the coastline right there. Then we are, well, it's really hard to see, but let me show you. There we go. That's a lot better. Okay. First, what we are doing is we are headed all the way south right there. Then we are flying all along the islands right here in the Aegean Sea as well. We are going to do a lot of stop and goes on your beautiful, beautiful country. Not only that, or stop and goes, even landings on a lot of these islands. And to put the cherry on the cake, we are going to do in this area right here a ultralight flight, fully VFR, fully on compass only, flying over with the ultralight, flying over a lot of these tiny little islands as well. Then continuing on in the 172, flying all the tiny little, as much airfields as I can, I'm going to pick up and land on, heading all the way up north, and then right there we are going to fly into Turkey. So it's going to be a long, long, long time before we head there. Xanthiosis Techmaniac, please, if you will, place it in the Discord channel, and I will make sure to add it if I have not already done so. But today we are going to fly to Thessaloniki right there. So is it on the route that is what you suggested, Techmaniac? Is this on the route that we are currently flying? So is it on this part right there? Because if it is, that will mean that I have to adjust my flight right there, and I can do that right now. Unfortunately, later on I can't do that anymore. So, yeah, you need to hydrate. Okay, Spitfire, there you go. There's your hydrate, man. Especially for you, man, my friend. Yep. But I'm going to fly over nearly. It's going to take a long while before we are actually out of Greece as well. So yeah, and I'm really looking forward to that. Let me have a look. Oh, by the way, Metal Sheet, dude. Hello. Always happy to have you here, my friend. Always happy to have you here. And for those that want to fly along, yes, we are now in the northern part of Greece. We are in the northern part of Greece. Go to the North European server, hop on and fly along. Which country do I come from? Guess. Spitfire, guess. Please guess. Xanthi Fistonida. Let me see. Maps. Maps. UK or USA? Well, I'm from the Netherlands, actually. I am from the Netherlands. Look at the colors of his shirt and the plane. I know, right? Yeah, there is a link there. There is a link there. Yes, I'm Dutch. I'm very much Dutch. I'm from the Netherlands. Is this where I am flying soon? Oh, actually. Yeah, the Netherlands. Yeah, I live 15 kilometers from Amsterdam, actually. That's why I used the metric system. It's, yeah. Now let me overlay that. We're close. We're actually close, near Xanthi. You know what? Xanthiosis Techmaniac. On the return trip, we are flying all the way around. We will pick up Xanthi. So it will take at least a week and a half, but we are flying over Xanthi as well. I will make sure we do that. By the way, Mr. No Name, haha. Welcome to the channel, and I hope you are enjoying what you're seeing. Welcome to the cabin crew, my friend. So yeah, Netherlands speak better English than American. I don't know, do they? I don't know. I don't know. Most people do guess that I'm actually from the Netherlands. So yeah. But I will definitely add something to your to my flight as well, my friend. I will. But we are doing that maybe next week or the week after that. So it's basically we're actually flying 3 weeks now. It just hit me. We are still flying 3 weeks in Greece. That's how big Greece actually is. Now I have to say this correct. El Mono XD. I'm just gonna call you El Mono. Welcome to the channel, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Better English than most US English, to be honest. Oh, really? Truly? Thank you very much. I thought I botched it up usually, but here you go. There you go. There you go. And yes, guys, we are now flying over the country that actually created the democratic principle as we know it right now. A lot of the science that we use today has been created in this country. Philosophy, of course, it is absolutely the cradle of democracy right here. Greece, in all its beauty. Thank you very much, Spitfire. I truly appreciate that. The English doesn't speak the English, can't understand them. It's the accent. But yeah, guys, look at that. Finally, we made it to Greece, guys. I am getting a little bit emotional. It's yeah, it's. I've been so looking forward. The last country in Europe. The last country in Europe. Take drugs to understand it. No. And I tested my level on English. Well, then, you're doing fine. You're doing absolutely fine. You're doing absolutely fine, Xanthis. I mean, Xanthiosis. But yeah. I am going to add it to my flight plan. Truly, truly. English is actually pretty easy. Try Dutch. That's hilarious. Scotland is a thing in itself, just to say at least. Well, actually, we do have a few Scottish guys in here, guys. So yeah. I mean, Weem, aren't you from Scotland, Weem? If I'm not mistaken. I think our mod is, so yeah. If you like, yeah. But yeah, guys, it's it is a lot of fun flying around the world and meeting you guys on stream. How cool is that? I mean, we now have discussions here. Scott is just a whole nother. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. It is. It is very, very. Yeah. It's if Scots talk slowly, they are quite understandable, but the thing is, usually they don't. So, yeah. Try French for a joke. Try Dutch for a joke. Try Dutch. And I kid you not. Dutch is truly one of the hardest languages you can learn because of all the exceptions that you have in that language. It is my native language, and usually the Dutch in school already get like a 6 out of 10 or a 7 out of 10 at best. If they pass their exams, it's like it's really, really, really hard. It is really hard. Dutch is insanely hard. And I don't know why. I mean, it shouldn't be, but yeah, turn back and run, yeah. It's pretty hard. Dutch is pretty hard. I mean, if you get like a 6 or a 7 out of 10, you're basically considered a genius in Dutch. Yeah, it's like one of the hardest native languages I think there is. It's really hard. It is really hard. But it's basically because of the exceptions and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's really easy to do it wrong. To be honest, I've been speaking English since I was 6, 7? Something like that. German too. Well, German, yeah, but they have very strict rules on a lot of things, which are, once you know those rules, it's pretty easy to follow, but yeah. After Golf Monologue by Robin Williams sums up Scott. Buffin, that is, you just made my day. Thank you very much. First of all, for mentioning my most favorite comedian of all time. May he rest in peace forever. And I still miss him to this very day, Robin Williams. But the golf monologue in the Scottish language is indeed hilarious. Go look that up on YouTube. It is freaking hilarious. It is absolutely hilarious. Changed it to English due to adapt to. Well, I actually had German and English in school and French, but I dropped French eventually, unfortunately, after all. But yeah, it's Captain Maxime. Good to see you, man. Welcome to the channel, and I hope you are enjoying what you're seeing, man. Thank you very much for that follow, and welcome to the cabin crew. Welcome to the cabin crew. Right now, as I said, we are flying over the final country in Europe. It's the final country. We are flying over German native speaker. Ja, ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. Nicht viel, aber ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. So yeah, I am doing great, man. We are finally flying over the final country in Europe. We are flying to every single country in the world. We started off in the Netherlands in September, and we flew all over Europe already. With the exception of Iceland, but we are going to fly over Iceland on the return trip. It's no, I will not. Funnily enough, right now I'm still good. But yeah, it's and as long as I sing no more than 4 seconds, I'm good. So it's "Fly Me to the Moon," and that's enough. So it's yeah. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, guys. Oh, El Mono, I'm going to try and pronounce this because I really don't speak either Portuguese or Spanish. But hola, ¿qué tal? Un saludo desde Argentina. I am thinking hello and greetings from Argentina. I'm guessing. And hello and welcome to my channel, my friend. Hope you are enjoying yourself. So yeah. Did you already flew over Belgium? Yes, I did. We flew over Belgium once. We flew from the UK, actually. We flew straight over into Ostend and flew all the way along over the width of the country, actually. So it was... yes, man. Blue-Eyed Tom! Dude! Hello. Welcome, my friend. So yeah, it was a lot of fun, guys. It was a lot of fun, actually, to fly over Belgium as well. I actually downloaded a few... by then I still had to download a few sceneries from Flight Sim 2, which really bumped up the quality of the cities where we flew over. So it looked Bruges looked so much better as well as a few other. They looked so much more beautiful. Hold up, are you crossing the oceans in the Cessna as well? Yeah, Chris Kiwi. Yeah, I am. And let me show you guys. Yes, I am actually flying all over the world. And yes, I am flying over the oceans as well. But the thing is, there you go. I only have to cross the ocean here from Canada to Norway and then back all the way to, or Norway, Greenland, to Iceland and to Europe. And here I'm crossing it over Alaska. So basically, I am crossing it on the tiniest parts to continents. But, as you can see, Chris Kiwi, I am flying, and your name is a reference to your country where you're from, but I'm guessing Kiwi equals New Zealand. So, yes, I am flying to New Zealand. Yes, I am flying over large parts of French Polynesia as well. Interesting flights, I can say the least. Interesting flights. I am even going to try and fly from Argentina to, or Argentina, yeah, Chile or Argentina to Antarctica and back. That's going to hurt and be pretty stupid. So yeah, that's going to be interesting to say the least. But yeah, that is what we do, guys. Unfortunately, Spitfire, I really wish I can, but I can't, because let's face it, if I did, you guys be spamming me with hydrates, which means I'd be having very much problems by the time I will end my flight. Yeah, the bio break is real. And Jamal just beat you to it as well, as I was drinking. Oh man, as I was drinking. Yeah, but that holds to. I only have a certain amount of room in my bladder, basically. So yeah, and I do have one. Yeah. well. So yeah, it's the icing system will be tested to the ultimate level. Hold the Torsken. Let me show you. Yeah, so, de-icing, yeah, well, there is none, so, yeah, it's, yeah, there is no de-icing, yeah, exactly, good luck. Oh, this is going to be fun. Fun thing is, however, the fun thing is, if I crash due to my own stupidity, that would mean that I actually have to restart at a save point, which you guys get to choose for each continent. So in this case, if I would land on my flight towards Antarctica, if I crash there, I have to redo the flight from the save point you choose in South America. Now if I crash... If I make it, hypothetically, if I make it to Antarctica and I fly back towards Argentina, yeah, it could cause a problem, because if I crash then, I had to restart on Antarctica, basically. Yeah, so you guys see, it's like, there is going to be a problem right there. There is going to be a problem right there. So yeah, it's... yeah. But it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be interesting, to say the least. Can't land it cleanly. You mean the Airbus right there? Yeah. It is a very, very cool mod. It is very cool, especially because it's free. So it's pretty cool. But if you fly along in my flights, which you can, I mean, these are all, what you see around us are all guys who fly along from the chat. You will show up. You will show up. Fun for us, not for you. Well, Blue Eye Tom, yes and no, because you know me. I know I laugh very, very loudly at my own mistakes. So, I mean, there is a very, very big reason why we actually have this emote right there. Mistakes were made. The mistakes were made emote, and yeah, it's it's there for a reason. So yeah, I can truly laugh at my own stupidity. So it's yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting. But yeah, it's hey, Sim Aviation, good to see you, man. Hello, hope you're doing well, my friend. How is the stream going? Hope you're doing well. So yeah. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, guys, we are now currently heading towards Dra in Greece, and we will eventually today will be landing at Thessaloniki, near Thessaloniki, actually, south of Thessaloniki, and it's yeah, meeting new people every stream. I know, right? It is so much fun. It is so much fun, Sim Aviation. I mean, not only is flying all over the world a lot of fun, but also meeting each and every one of you and having you even fly along with me. The sky is once again filled with the cabin crew right there, and it's a lot of fun. Indeed it is. Just wondering, am I the only one who uninstalled the A320 when replacing it with a new fly-by-wire version? Didn't want a double up in my UI screen. Yeah, I had to reinstall actually my entire sim recently after the latest world update, so I basically got a clean install. So yeah, I now have these vanilla one, but I only fly actually the fly-by-wire one because it's so much fun. I only fly the fly-by-wire one, Chris Kiwi. It is so good. The fly-by-wire A320 is so... Unfortunately, the development and the experimental versions have had a few problems of late, I discovered, but other than that, it is really, really good. I have been training a little bit in flying the A320 again, and I think most of it I got under control. I can do it from a actual cold start right now, but man, it looks so good. It looks so good. She's, yeah, some... Blue Eye Tom, she may have a point right there. She actually may have a point right there. So you can tell your mom she does have a point, but sometimes I have to make out all the chat messages, which roll by quite quickly, and see what I have to respond to. So yeah, and let's not forget, English is not my native language. So English is not my native language. So yeah, I am trying. But yeah. Thought about keeping the default for AI traffic, but it seems okay. It does. It really does. It really does. It really does, man. It really does. This valley looks like an UFO crash site. It does. Right there. Like something hit the ground right there. It does. It looks really, really strange. That tiny little piece right there. But it looks really nice. Man, look at that. It is absolutely stunning. For not being... Yeah, it's not my native language there, Chris Kiwi. It isn't. It truly isn't. I mean, my native... don't get me wrong, I botch up my own language as well. Dutch. My Dutch isn't that good either, but let's face it. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Hang on a sec, guys. Just a second. Nope, not interested. So, yeah, back again. There we go. But yeah, it's... imagine not knowing a single language. Well, then you basically be a mute. So, I think... Yeah. But, yeah, it's not like I'm fishing for compliments, by the way, guys. It's just that, yeah, you know... It is a fact. English is not my native language. It isn't. But I do try. But right now we are actually heading. After this, we are flying over Drama, and then we are flying towards the Aegean Sea, guys. So yeah, we are flying towards the Aegean Sea. Isn't that just Americans? The final sip, guys. Who is going to redeem the final sip? Right there. The final sip of coffee. From the second cup, by the way. The second cup. Does anyone obey ATC? Actually, no. Chris Kiwi short answer, no. Long answer, no. It's kind of crap. So Jamel, well played. Well played there, Jamel. The final sip. But we have water. We have water. Water. We have water. Yes, we do. Indeed, we do. But yeah, it's right now. It's yeah. You're getting spam calls and yelling the phone as loud as I can. Get mad and I hang up. Blue Eye Tom. I actually do the same thing. But yeah, but no, it's really bad. It is really bad, especially Chris Kiwi if you're using ATC for commercial flights. It's like go up to 5,000 feet, go up to 7,000 feet, go up to 27,000 feet, go back to 5,000 feet, go up to 4,000 feet, go back up. It's hilarious. It is and horrible at the same time. So basically, ignore it. Basically, ignore it. I mean, you always get the wrong runway if you plan a flight with SimBrief. You always get it. It is horrible. It is absolutely horrible. So just botch it. I mean, don't use it. So yeah. A good use for water. Coffee, indeed. Indeed, right there, coffee junk. Indeed, indeed. I mean, basically, this is coffee in coffee in waiting. So yeah, it's yeah, I have the MB339. Yes, I do. Might have to give you a buzz. Actually, Zazran, not only do I have the MB339, we have one version actually of the MB339 with the Shoney Gaming livery right there. Yes, the Shoney Gaming livery, which you can get for free from the Discord channel. So this has been created by Amika, one of our incredible mods, and he created them for 27 players, including the MB339. We are actually still working on a ultralight version of the show, the cabin crew livery. So yeah, that should be really cool. By the way, water. Are you landing at Norfolk Island between Auckland and Australia? Yes, I think I am. I think I am. Yeah. Yeah, Chris Kiwi, I think I am. The thing is, and I'll show you again. The thing is that I have just created this just to see if I could actually fly around the world. But right now what you're looking at is not set in stone. It is not set in stone. So I can basically adjust everything that I want in this flight to accommodate your wishes, your points of interest that I actually can add to my flight, as well as a lot of other things. So this is just what you guys see here is just a general overview of what I want to fly, of how I'm going to fly it. This is all just kind of what it's supposed to look like, but it's just a general flight plan. The details are going to be implemented on the week that I'm actually flying it, and it's constantly growing. I mean, this flight plan in total, as you can see, and I'll pull up this right there, you can see it's 230,000 nautical miles. Right there. I'm not sure if you guys can make that out, but it's right there. 230,523 nautical miles. Right now, but actually we've flown in Europe alone much more. I think in Europe it was about, if I did the same route, it was about 33,000 kilometers of flight. So it was like 15 or 16,000 nautical miles. But we've flown much more than that already. We're up to about 20 to 23,000 nautical miles already. So more than 40,000 kilometers we have already flown. So it's, yeah. The Amazon rainforest should be interesting indeed, because we have to figure out how we, not only are we going to fly over such a large area, and I want to fly along the Amazon as well, but there are a lot of tiny little airports in there. So I'm hoping by the time we get there, by the time we get there, there are a huge amount of either custom created airfields that we can land on, basically in the middle of the jungle, or added by Microsoft themselves. It's going to be really, really interesting, yeah. You're higher than Snoop Dogg right now. Yeah. Bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay. Here we go. Let me see. Are you landing? Sadly, you can see how much of it has been cut down. Yeah, even in the sim, it's horrible. Yeah, that's quite true, Chris Kiwi. Let's hope in a few years' time it will actually look a little bit better. But yeah, hopefully the airfield don't have too many trees around. Yeah. So yeah. I think you're on 5 right now, Drunk Simin. Dude, you're on 5. How? How? Really? Really? Alright, guys. Let's head a little bit... What's that? What is that? Complex right there. That looks cool. That's big. Interesting. It is a new record indeed. Yeah, it is a new record indeed. It is a new record indeed. 5 is new. Yeah. Alright, guys. And drama should be right over there. Drama, drama, drama. It's right there. So it's... if you want to know where all the drama is, it's there. So, yeah. One has to strive to better oneself. True. Yes, well spoken there, Drunk Simming. Well spoken. Are we going to go for 6 today? Are you going to set a new high record? Alright, guys. Also, by the way, do not forget to set your altimeter. It is at the moment 29.8. Not sure what the QNH is right now, but 29.8 in Europe. And otherwise, you may end up earlier in the ground than you expect. Yeah. But drama is right there. Then we are headed towards the Aegean Sea, and you can, I think we can make it out in the distance right there. I think that, no, that's way off, I think. But yeah, we are headed towards the Aegean Sea, and from the Aegean Sea we are flying all the way west towards Thessaloniki, guys. That will be our first landing today in Greece. And man, I am so glad we actually reached Greece. I am truly hyped about that. It is so cool. We've flown over every single country in Europe, save for Iceland, but we are going to fly over Iceland on the return trip and doing it justice. Doing it justice, definitely. But yeah, I am truly looking forward to finally flying over all the tiny little islands here, have a lot of fun in Greece, and then eventually flying to Turkey, because that is up next. Yes, Metal Cheese Country is going to be up next. By the way, Metal Cheese just told us, by the way, electricity has gone off. Coming back again. Yeah, that is a problem. But yeah, Holy Torsken, true. Man, I was actually thinking about that. We flew over every single country in Europe. Every single one. We flew from September. We started in September, and we flew over every... it's Wonderplant SA. Oh, Wonderplant as well. Is that like a grown-up version of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Wonderplant? It's like a wonder plant. They create like amazing things there. But in itself, it is already quite the achievement just to fly over every single country in Europe. Indeed, it is. And we are going to do that for each and every single continent. Every single country in the world. Were you in Iceland, though? That's the only exception that we made, Holy Torsken. I could not make it to Iceland because of the... by the time we flew there, it was completely frozen over. I would have made it to Iceland, but I would never have been able to take off and fly back again towards England. However, what we are doing is we are flying over Iceland from Greenland. So once we've flown all the way along the North and South America and heading back up North America again. We are then crossing over to Greenland, and then from Greenland we are flying over Iceland, and we are picking up the, well, actually the real final country of Europe that we have been flying over. So I'm not forgetting the Icelandic people or their beautiful country. No, I'm not. We are flying over Iceland as well, but it is one of the last countries, actually. It is actually the last country that I'm actually flying over that we have not visited yet. So that is pretty cool in itself. Hydroponic cultivation of tomatoes. Really? Ah, so it's basically a tomato factory. Funny thing is, there is a good chance the seeds from that hydroponic tomato actually come from the Netherlands. The Netherlands is one of the largest supplier of vegetable seeds all over the world. So, yeah. What's the most impressive country you've fallen over through so far? AJ Rawlings. That is a very, very hard question for me, actually. I like nearly every country that I've flown over, and each and every country has its own thing. It's... yeah, I know. Yeah. It was kind of obvious, but there you go. It's... but, the thing is that each and every country has its own beautiful features, and I truly enjoyed most countries. Now, this is not simply because I want to be politically correct or something like that. I really don't. I mean, the Netherlands is basically, I like the Netherlands the least, funnily enough, because it's my own country and I've basically seen everything in the Netherlands, so it's not that interesting for me. However, what completely blew me away, and I will stay with this right now, so far, the period that I've flown over Norway was absolutely stunning. I will be uploading the Norwegian flights in the coming days, but go check those out on YouTube. They are absolutely mind-blowing. And I'm sure that once the Scandinavian update lands, it's going to be even more beautiful. I flew there in January, and we flew there while it was freezing. We had to navigate through the fjords and the low-hanging clouds because it was freezing, and this plane does not have any form of de-icing. We started up from the entire northern tip of North Norway and flew away along all the fjords, all the way down towards Oslo, and continuously we had a continuous sunset basically for flying for 3 to 4 hours because the sun was constantly setting there. It was it was absolutely amazing. And Austria also, yeah, that's why he visits Innsbruck regularly. You may have a point there, but yeah, it was a country while you're on talking about, man, Holy Torsken, it was almost alien at times. It was like flying on Mars. It was absolutely jaw-droppingly beautiful, and I can truly recommend that. Fly the fjords of Norway. You will not be disappointed. Trust me on this. It is absolutely stunning, and a lot of fun. But having said that, a lot of countries took my breath away. My name on Microsoft Flight Simulator. No spaces. No spaces. It's actually Shoney Gaming. It is actually Shoney Gaming. So if you befriend me on Microsoft Flight Simulator, I will accept your invitation or your invite after the show. So after I've landed and I'm done, I always accept all the invites. So then you guys can see me flying along and just hop on my neck if you want to. Yes. Looking forward to them updating Scandinavia. Holy Torsken, as I said, once Scandinavia is updated, Tassos in the distance. Yeah, man, it is absolutely beautiful right now. It is absolutely... Tassos indeed, right there. That is Tassos right there. But we are flying over Tassos as well. So, yeah. We are flying, not today, but we are flying over it as well. So, yeah. But, yeah, man, it's absolute... Holy Torsken, it's an eye-opener. Truly it is. And I'm pretty sure that once the Scandinavian update lands, go fly in Scandinavia, in Norway, along the fjords, in January, and start way up north and fly down south. You will not believe what you will see. You will absolutely not believe what you will see. You are flying in a constant sunset, sunrise, the sky is constantly red. It's like only for a few hours you're chasing basically the sunset. It is absolutely freakishly beautiful. But as I said, having said that, there aren't that many countries that have disappointed me. Scandinavia was an eye-opener, but Romania, Bulgaria, beautiful. Serbia, absolutely stunning. Czechoslovakia, the Czech Republic, sorry. I want to say Czechoslovakia, but Czech Republic, it was absolutely great. France, beautiful. Fly over it. It's lovely. Belgium, great. The UK, such beautiful countryside. Scotland, rugged and beautiful and moody, you know, flying along the lochs. Ireland, absolutely beautiful and green. It is so intense green, you would not believe it. Fly along it. The coastline, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Spain, flying in from the Pyrenees and over the Pyrenees towards Portugal. So beautiful. It is the valley. That was Tara River Valley in Montenegro. The Tara River Valley. But it's absolutely beautiful, man. It's check Cavalla's Castle on the top of the city. There is a. Where is that? Yeah, man. Including getting shot at. Coffee junk. So yeah, it's yeah. Cavalla's Castle. I'm going to look that up. Cavalla. Castle near Cavalla Airport. There's a castle there? Really? Oh, but that's on... Yeah, okay. That's on Tassos. That's on Tassos. We will not be flying today over Tassos. We will be skirting along it because we are going to fly there. We are going to fly back there. We are going to fly back over it. So it's on our final parts of flying over Greece and Europe. We will be flying once again over the island. So yeah. Or is Cavalla... Is that... Oh, well, hang on a sec. That's... I think I just... Hang on a sec. I think I did something wrong here. Yes, shot at. Oh, interesting. Do we want to know why? Do we want to know why? Maybe we just don't. Coffee Junk, what did you do? Let me see, Cavalla. Where is the exact where's the location of the castle, my friend? Red card. There you go. Coffee shot. Yeah, indeed, that is a red card. That's worthy of a red card. Let me have a look, guys. Because where is that something else is, where is that castle that you just mentioned? I'm trying to find it. Go to 1,000 feet. Yep, I'm going to try. Is it there? No, that's not a castle, because it would show up as a castle, actually. Is it that, perhaps? Because, unfortunately, some castles really do show up very nice, and some don't. Unfortunately. So, yeah. It isn't? It says it is. Nia. Oh, Carvalli. This is Carvalli. Ah. This is Carvalli. This is Carvalli. I think what you're talking about right there is on the island. Now, I could be wrong. Oh, hang on a tick. I see where I went. No. Let me have a look. There we go. I've already passed the city. I did? Let me see. Where am I exactly right now? Ah, I did. Oh, hang on a tick. You know what we're going to do? I'm going to fly towards my my flight point, and then I'll fly back on the return trip. I fly back on it. Yeah, I fly back on the return trip. So it's Kavala is there. Kavala is right there. It should be there in that. There's an, let me see, there's a bay right there, and it should be over there. Yeah, so I'll pick it up on the return. Yeah, don't worry, I'll pick it up on the return. And yes, we should be flying lower anyway, so come on guys, look at that. How cool is that marshland right here? That is absolutely beautiful. This delta right there, man. On my way down. Yeah, man, you should come up close. I mean, you're missing out if you don't. You're missing out if you don't, man. The beautiful, beautiful Aegean Sea in Greece right there. The Nestos River. Yes. It's good to have you here, man. Delta of the Nestos River ahead. Right there. Yeah, that's... I think this is it. Is this the Nestos River? I think it is. It very well might be, actually. It very well might be. But it's absolutely stunning, guys. By the way, for those that need a refuel, there you go. The refuel is real. The refuel is real. There you go. You can refuel right here. Actually, I think this is a military base, but I'm not sure. But I'm not sure. I think this is a military airport, if I'm not mistaken. Usually you can spot the military airfields by these round... next week, or actually, I think it's the week after that. I think I'm not sure actually when the next update is. MSEP. Indeed, they're knights, Jam Knights. Indeed. Ah, there we go. We just flew over our waypoint right there. Now we are headed back. I'm not going to follow the exact. I'm not going to follow the exact. Flight path here, because we want to fly towards Kavala, so we are flying over the along the coastline right there, heading towards Kavala right now. So that means that we are going to about somewhere over there. I'm trying to hit that area right over there, I'm guessing. Yeah, there we go. Oh, excellent, MSEP. Excellent. Man, dude, it's been quite a while since you've been actually flying along with us. So, yeah. My father-in-law feel... Really? You can actually see it? Excellent, man. But that's the beauty, you know. You can pick out so many details in this simulator. The first thing we actually do when you start up this simulator, the first thing you actually do, what is the first thing most of us have done? Let's face it. The first thing you do is fly over your own house. See, is your house actually there? And the funny thing was, the first time I did that was in September. And my house kind of... There was a few houses that actually basically portrayed the apartment building that I live in. I live in an apartment building. And it was there, so you can basically make it out. It's not perfect, but hey, it's there, you know? It's like, that's impressive enough. That is impressive enough. You don't have to pay anything for scenery options, downloadable content. Nope, it was there. Now, after the Benelux update, they also, of course, updated the Netherlands. And yes, they created a beautiful view of Amsterdam. Amsterdam looks absolutely stunning right now if you fly over it. But I flew over my house, and my house was actually changed from a line of houses to an apartment building that basically looked very much like my own building. So yeah, start to get money for a new PC when I will play after good graphics. I want to, yeah. Xantiosis, yeah, I'm afraid you're in for quite a wait, unfortunately. I think it will take quite a while before actually prices are once again coming down. The next 2 years, man, it's going to be pretty horrible. It's going to be pretty horrible for GPUs. I mean, yeah. Yeah, this is not Xantio, this is not Kavala yet. We just flew over. This is not Kavala. Kavala is actually way over there. It is way over there. Well, we are getting low. Why are we going so low, actually? There we go. That's much better. 1,000 feet. Alright, guys. And by the way, we are now headed towards Thessaloniki. There we will be landing, guys. That is where we will be landing. So, yeah. Oil fields on your right. Right there. Oil fields. Those? I think... Interesting. I had no idea that actually Greece had oil fields. Interesting. Ha! With a harbor right there. Oh, cool. We'll be back to normal and people will need less... That... Right there, MSEP. What you just said, right there. Yeah, once actually COVID is under control, yeah, that will probably help with prices, but unfortunately we still have the shortage. So yeah, it's that is still not over yet. So, and I think stuff like that, this by the way, guys, that is actually done by the Puffin by We Love VR. The We Love VR mod stuff, tiny little stuff like that, guys. So yeah, fertilizer factory. Ah, cool. Yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope so, MSEP. But to be honest, I think the shortages will persist into well into 2023. Unfortunately, yes, that is quite true. That is quite true, JM Knight. I mean, it runs very good on a 1080. I mean, I am very blessed. I have a 2080 Ti, and I run this at I run this at 1440p, and so yeah, it is very very. But you can even a 1050 Ti there, Xantiosis. It can. Yeah, exactly. There, Puffin Flight. I mean, it looks so cool. It looks so much better. It really does. Oh, by the way, this is Kavala. This is Kavala right here. That is Kavala. Here we go. It does. It really, really does. And tiny little things like Puffin Flight's We Love VR. By the way, guys, Puffin Flight is actually the creator of We Love VR. Go check it out in the FlightSim.2 store or website. But yeah, it's right there. This is, by the way... Oh, this looks really nice. Wow. Kavala looks really cool. The castle is on my left. Right there. Yes. Oh. Cool. It does look really, really cool. But yeah, guys, Puffin Flight is actually the creator of the mod. It is a very small mod, but it really, really does add a lot of actual realism and immersion. So it's very small, but it's really worth it. So download it like crazy. Download it like crazy. There it is. It's nice. Kavala is really nice. It's a lot nicer than I expected, actually. All right. Onwards towards Thessaloniki. Thessaloniki coming up. All right, pump up the volume. Yes, we are going once again full speed. Full speed ahead. Yes, there we go. Hi-ho, Silver. Away. The speed. Yeah, not so much. Not so much. You know, Shoni, you're bragging about 19 knots. Even lower, slower than that. Yeah, I know. I have the bragging rights. Yes, I do. Yeah, I have the bragging rights. We are going very, very quick. Nah, we're not. We're not. Could VRAM solve the GPU issue to fill up the gap? No. 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 It helps, but no. Unfortunately, no. No. The entire problem is basically due to the fact that the GPU, the processors of the GPU themselves aren't simply available. So yeah. Uh, the next waypoint is to taste Greek food. Xanthiosis. Stop it. Stop it. You know I love Greek food. You know I do. I love a lot of food, by the way. I love Greek. I love Turkish. I love Italian. Oh, cucina povera. Man, I love basically every food but my own. Yeah, the Dutch have no cuisine what to speak of. It's pretty horrible. We basically have potatoes and we mash everything up with vegetables. It's pretty bad, actually. So, yeah, any other food than Dutch is good with me. So, other than the snacks, there are a few snacks out there, and the stroopwafels are absolutely to die for. So, yeah. You have French fries with mayonnaise. Okay, Zazran, that's true. Yeah. You know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese in France? A royale with cheese. Do you know why? Because of the metric system. Yeah, the Dutch eat French fries with mayonnaise. They drench them in them. So yeah, nothing wrong with snack. Okay, pea soup, PV. By the way, guys, PV, welcome for being here, man. Thank you very much. And PV was the creator of my first ever livery that we had. This used to be a black airplane, actually, and PV made that one. So, yeah, I am still very, very grateful that he did that. So, hiya, PV, good to see you, man. Thank you very much for being here, and welcome, my friend. Welcome. So, yeah. But, yeah, we have 3 Dutch players on our team. Really, you do? Ha, really? First in the 2nd division. That's nice. That's good. Achieve our target, promotion to the 1st division. That is really good. That is really good. Especially if you're a fan. That is really good. Indeed, PV, man. It is. But you are quite right there, PV. Pea soup, or snert, as we call it in the Netherlands. That's actually... But it's kind of like a winter soup. It's really thick pea soup. And it's made with smoked sausage. And that is actually pretty good. But yeah, it's... on my right. Boop. There we go. Look at that, guys. The beautiful, beautiful, beautiful countryside of Greece right there. Finally, we have arrived. We are here. We're here. Super Typhon. Man, good to see ya. And actually, the... I'm not sure if you guys can make it out. But there are a few ships out there. But what is that? What is that? Can you guys see that? Mount Athos. To my ahead to your left. Right there. Mount Athos. Are we flying along that? I'm not sure, actually. It's an oil field. Really? Oh, that's hilarious. It actually shows up as an oil field. Ha! Cool. But yeah, we are flying in... we are flying there eventually. We are flying along Mount Athos. But right now we are headed straight line towards Thessaloniki. And that should be, let me see, 63 nautical miles away. So, quick calculation in my head. Do we have headwind? Or, yeah, we have headwind. So... that will mean that 63 nautical miles is about 45 minutes, something like that. Am I saying this correctly? I think I am. ETE, what is it saying? 30 minutes. Well, I was way off. Actually, more like 30 minutes. So, yeah. Volvi and Big Volvi. Well, we are flying over Volvi Lake, actually. We are flying over Volvi Lake. Partly, yeah. That is quite true there. So, yeah. Good to have you along, man. Lachkadas, am I saying that right? Lachkadas? I'm hoping I'm saying that right. I am your co-pilot. Indeed you are, my friend. Indeed you are. Today you are. Well, the coming weeks, I hope, because, yeah, we really need someone who actually can tell us the areas right here. And it's always nice to have a native and a local flying along. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. And look at that, guys. Greece, we made it! I can't believe it, guys. I really can't believe it. Greece, we actually made it. How did we do that? How did we do that? Good to have local guides. Yes, indeed. Indeed, there, Jamel. Indeed. It is. And at the moment, we have, still with us, Weem. We have Drunk Simming. We have JM Knight right there. We have Quart in the air. AJ Rawlings. Lavalinke, I'm hoping. We have Jamel right there. Webfrog World, Metalchi is behind us. EMC Bong, aka Elron McBong. Co-pilot Dave. I'm not sure if you're flying along with us, but if you are, say hello in chat. And Shadowbell right down there. So it's the sky is filled, man. I enjoy your streams, and Arash, thank you very much for doing that, man. Thank you very, very much. I mean, Captain Arash is an excellent guy. He's a lot of fun, and it's always good to have him along. I mean, I'm glad I can call him a friend and a streaming brother, indeed. So, yep, definitely. So, it is a lot of fun, and I know our streams are vastly different. Captain is much more relaxed than I am. I mean, I'm basically right there. So, yeah, I'm right there. So, yeah. And I don't shut up. I really don't shut up. So, a little detour, but he made it. Exactly, PV. A little detour, but he made it. Slight. Just a slight detour. Just a slight detour. But yeah, really? No, I know, right? I know. It's like, yeah. He's usually so calm. He has such great poise, you know. It's like, doesn't mean you're annoying. Well, it can be, Super Typhon. I mean, I can be annoying. So yeah, if you were quiet, we would be worried. Yeah, indeed, you should be. Yeah, you should be. Basically, there are a few times where I actually am very, very quiet, and that was, for instance, the time I nearly crash landed in Sweden while flying as a frozen popsicle. Yeah, that was the time that I actually went a little bit silent there. I was like, oh god, I'm dead. I have to fly all the way from Innsbruck back towards Sweden. I don't want to. With zero vision, indeed. Yeah, my entire windscreen was completely frozen over. So, and I was flying in the middle of fog, so I could not see. I was basically flying in a cloud, so I could not see anything. My windscreen was frozen over. My engine and my wings were frozen over. I had no clue where the runway was. I could not basically see the runway until I was basically on top of it. It was, yeah. Actually, I uploaded that flight right now to YouTube. It is on YouTube right now. It is on YouTube. So if you want to see what happened there, go check that out. But yeah, so if you crash, you have to start from scratch. Captain Slappy, no, but there is a penalty for me for when I crash. So if I crash due to my own stupidity, thank you very much there, Polly the Lurker. Brilliant name, by the way, Polly. If I crash due to my own stupidity, it means that I have to go back to a save point, and you guys get to choose the save point on each continent. In this case, it is Innsbruck. So if I crash, I crashed actually 3 times? Yeah, I did. 3 times. 2 times? 2 or 3? I don't remember anymore. But yeah, I crashed, and once I crashed, I actually have to go back, in this case to Innsbruck, fly back in a straight line from Innsbruck to the start of the last flight plan that I took off from, and redo that flight plan again, with all the problems that come with that. So in this case, if I can show you, there we go, boop. In this case, I crashed, for instance, on my flight from, let me look, on my flight from Minsk right here. Oh, yep, there it is. It loaded from, no, that's Komel, Minsk. I crashed from, I did a flight here from Minsk, and I was flying to Riga, right there. So that was that flight. If you see it in the top left, or top right, you can see that flight right there. It was this flight, and I crashed on this part right here. That meant I had to go back to, let me see, Innsbruck right there, fly in a straight line back towards Minsk, and redo that flight again. I had the same thing when I crashed on Courchevel. I crashed as well, due to my own stupidity, of course. And but that was pretty close, actually, so that was not too bad. But if I now crash here in welcome back, man, welcome back. If I now crash here in Greece, it means I have to restart in Innsbruck, fly in a straight line to my final flight plan, and redo that flight that we did today again. I have to do it again. That is the thing that... Hey! It worked! You redeemed it, man. There you go. So yeah, that is actually... I really have to do that flight plan again. Because it gives me a kind of an incentive to actually become better and not consider this basically a joke flight. It is not a joke flight. If you fly to every single country in the world in a Cessna 172, you're not doing a joke flight anymore. You're not, basically. That's commitment right there. Even if I'm saying that myself, that is what it is. So yeah. Do you make notches on the control horn for every crash? Actually, I'll talk to Emeka about that, because basically we should. Or on something on the side, you know? Like notches on the side, something like that. For each and... Oh, that will be hilarious. Webfrog, that is a very good one. I'll suggest that to Emeka. I'll suggest that to Emeka to add my crashes to my plane as well. But yeah, it's I do want to get better, you know, and I want to get better at landings. I want to get better at takeoffs. I want to get better at navigation and stuff like that. So yeah, I do know I navigate on waypoints, but that's mostly because I have a lot of fun just flying around and want to see the scenery. And I want to set it to if I have an emergency, I want to be able to basically click on the autopilot and walk away for a few seconds. The stream will go on then. You guys will be able to fly along with me. So yeah. But other than that, it is simply, I do want to get better. I do want to improve. So yeah. What did the ancient wise flight instructor say? On Courchevel, you will crash well. Yeah, exactly there, Shadowbell. Yeah, exactly. But the funny thing was, actually, the Courchevel landing was actually pretty hilarious, because what happened was, I did actually a double approach on Courchevel, so I landed the first time, but if you guys, let me show you guys how, I'm not sure if some of you are actually familiar with Courchevel, but it's pretty steep, actually. It's not as steep as the current challenge. Courchevel Airport. Oh, no. What's that? There we go. Alright, images. So, yeah, as you guys can see, it is... yeah. It is really steep. It is really steep. I mean, it's like basically you land... Basically like that. You basically land on the side of a hill. So it's... You can't see it. You should be able to. Not showing on stream. It's not? Oh, it's not, actually. Oh, that's interesting. Why is this not showing on... Oh, I see what's happening here. Yeah, sorry about that. It opened a new browser. No, it opened a new browser, and that browser is not linked, so this should show up. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty steep. It's pretty steep. I mean, it's basically a hill. It is basically a hill. So yeah, it is an absolutely insane runway. It is absolutely insane. It makes no sense whatsoever. I mean, why would you want to do something like that? Why? It's a ski jump. Yeah, it is basically a ski jump. Yeah, I'll agree with that. It is a ski jump. Now what happened was I approached this runway and then you have to go all the way up. Yeah, and I was too slow, so I got basically stuck there, halfway up, and I had to snake my plane all the way up the hill. But I did land. Well, the second time I thought, well, this was a little bit too slow. Let's do that a little bit quicker. So I came in a lot quicker, actually made it over the hump, and then went straight into the wall that is right there. Yeah. So that was my second crash. There is actually, you can see a clip of that in the outro of my stream. So yeah, about 33 degrees tilt. It is that. It's kind of like you're landing kind of like that. So basically, you come in like that, and then you have to go over the hump. So it's that and then over the hump. It's yeah. That is the exact one, straight right into a wall. That clip right there, thank you very much there, Weem, for accentuating my pain. It's like, yeah, that was basically my second landing. So the first landing, I was like snaking up, got stuck halfway. And the second landing, I face planted myself straight into a mountain, which meant I had to restart in Innsbruck. Now, I did continue that flight to Lyon because it was a community flight. And basically the second crash wasn't part of the official flight, but I did restart in Innsbruck again the next time and flew all the way to Lyon. So yeah, I did do that. It is part of the penalty. I did make the stupid mistake of crashing. So yeah, then you have to do the penalty. It's that simple. I mean, if you do the crime, you have to do the time. So it is as simple as that. It is as simple as that. Now, I am climbing again. I don't want to climb. Xanthiosis, are you right now? Is that you there? I think it is, isn't it? I think it is. Are you flying towards me? Did you just take a swig of Windex? No, dude. I did not. This is just water. This is just simply... Well, is it? It might be ouzo, actually. We don't know, do we? We're getting in the way of the Greek islands, not okay. P1s are the worst. Yes, they are. Indeed. But dude, we will be flying here for at least 3 weeks. Camper, we will be flying here for 3 weeks. And next week is going to be really interesting because we are doing a very topical. I know, right? I know. Hoppa! Next week we are going to actually fly along the tiny little islands of the Aegean Sea. And then we are going to do a group flight with ultralights flying over a few of the tiny islands, flying on compass only. So it's going to be really VFR and compass only. So if you do not own the ultralight, I will make sure. I'll go and see if it's possible to actually get a mod ultralight from the FlightSim.2 store or the FlightSim.2 website, so you guys can fly along for free. But I really recommend the Asobo 103 ultralight. It's like $9. Trust me, it's a no-brainer. It's an absolute no-brainer, guys. Go check out the Asobo ultralight. It's 10 beer tokens, exactly as Camper says, and it's money well spent. It is truly money well spent. You will have such a laugh in that thing. It's basically a lawnmower with wings. It's that cool. It is a lawnmower with wings. And actually, Camper got it up to 15,000 feet. That must have taken like 4 hours, but still, it's like 15,000 feet. Joey Bolo, good to see you, man. Hello. Good to see you, and welcome, man. Hope to see you. Glad to see you soon here again, man. 15 minutes to go. I know, right? We're nearly there, Jam Knights. As I said to the new people flying along today, stay up in the air. Let me land first, and then you guys can come in. But yeah, spending it on... Yeah, exactly. It's like $10. It's absurd, but it's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. It's so much fun. It is so much fun. Even 50.5k took a long time, and I had to do in-flight refuel. In-flight refuel. Not even sure how you brought along that. There is no room for extra fuel. It's just basically tubing. It's like there's nothing there. There's absolutely nothing there. It's like hilarious. It's such a cool plane, guys. Go check it out. It's $10. Trust me, it is the $10. Very, very well spent. And not only that, but we will sponsor Asobo into making much more of these cool little features and little planes and keeping them working on this sim as a whole. So, really good. I cheated by moving the slider up again. Exactly. The well-known fuel slider right here. Sliding it up will give you, indeed, extra fuel. So, yeah. Yeah, I thought it was you, man. I thought it was you there, Xanthiosis. Xanthiotis. Sorry, Xanthiotis. I have to say this right. It's infinite fuel even. Yeah, exactly. Ultralight in Courchevel, the next level. Well, actually, I think, to be honest, the ultralight in Courchevel might be easier than an actual plane because it is that slow and it stops on a dime. So basically, you don't even have to fly up the hump. You can basically land on the level part. It lands on a dime basically. You can land it in a field on a motorway or anything like that. It is really, really funny. It is absolutely hilarious. 747 on Courchevel. Good luck with that. You can land the Airbus in Courchevel. Fine. You can? Really? Wow. That is interesting to see. Landing on Macedonia Airport. Yes. I can get it flying in 24 knots, still controllable. I know, right? It is. You can go as slow as you want. It is absolutely insane. It is absolutely insane, but so much fun. So much fun. So yeah, guys, if you can get your hands on $10 and spend it on something, please spend it on the ultralight. And yes, we will be doing a ultralight group flight over the islands next week or the week after that. I have to see when we reach certain parts of the islands in the Aegean Sea. Sazran right there just flew by, I think in the MB339, I'm thinking. Obama Gaming is Zazran right there. We have still JM Knight right there. We have Jamel. We have Xanthiotis right there. Behind us, Elron McBong, AJ Rolling, Shadowbell, Webfrog World, Weem. We have co-pilot Dave. I think co-pilot, am I saying this right? Co-pilot? Or is Metalchi at least? Drunk Simming there. Yeah, co-pilot Dave right there. And it is a very, very nice group right now, guys. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So, yeah. We are indeed nearing our the airfield that we want to fly over. But first we are going to do a fly over Thessaloniki, guys. So, let's follow the lakes a little bit. You can see the tiny little lake there in the distance. Now, if we follow that lake right there, where first we are flying over Lake... help me here, Volvi and Coronia Lake. This is Volvi Lake, and Coronia Lake should be in the distance over there. So if we are then continuing that on, we should be flying over Thessaloniki and then head south toward the airfield. So we fly then along the bay right there and fly south. And that then will be our flight for today. That will be our flight for today. So we are nearing the end of our first flight in Greece. The fact, as I said, guys, this is the last European country that we are flying over, and for a long while we basically flew over every single European country but Iceland. That's the only one we didn't fly over, but we are going to fly over Iceland as the last country. The last country that we have not visited in our entire flight. So yeah, there will be a special moment for Iceland as well. Definitely. But right now, we are still flying in Greece and I'm really, really enjoying that. Now, let me look up the airport already. There we go. Macedonia, where Xanthiotis now is. Now we are heading slightly over there. That is where Thessaloniki is, and from there on we are flying then over the airfield. But I think, let me have a look. I think I'm going to land on runway 16 actually. Am I going to land on runway 16? Where is the wind coming from? The wind is coming from 211. 209. So, yeah, 209. Oh, 209. That could be runway 10 as well. Runway 10 could also be an option. Now, does runway 10 have actually a... Yes, runway 10 does have an ILS approach. So, if you... by the time we are landing there, I'm going to see what the best approach will be. But right now, 205. So, the wind is coming from 205. So runway 10 will be, I think, the best one. Yeah. We will be landing on runway 10. I'm not going to ask for landing permissions anymore because the ATC will give me something else anyway. So it's really annoying, and I want to do a headwind landing instead of a tailwind landing. I'm getting really annoyed that I'm constantly getting tailwind landings and being smacked down on the runway. I don't like that anymore, so yeah. I haven't been training on landings for nothing, so here we go. This is so fun. I have flown a lot alone, but not so much anymore. I know, Jamel. I have the same thing when I fly alone. When I train, do my trainings, or you know, when I fly from just for the fun of it, I always go to the outside view and I always look around. And when it's empty, it feels weird. It feels absolutely weird. Not flying in large groups all over the place. It feels so weird. It really does. By the way, look at this, guys. Look at how beautiful these lakes look. The way the sun bounces off the lake right there, it is absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. You can actually, well, it's kind of hard to see, but you can actually make out the tiny little waves right there. It is so beautiful, guys. It is so beautiful. Alright, I'm going to overlay the map on the route. I think it is runway 10, so yeah. For those that want to land on runway 10, excellent, man. JM Knights. The thing is, JM Knights, good to hear, and I'm glad you joined us as well, my friend. I mean, the more the merrier. The more the merrier. But JM Knights, we have done just about... wow, thank you very much for that follow, man, my friend. I truly appreciate that. Although you were basically following me around anyway. I mean, you're... Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? I know you're here somewhere. There you are. Well, I'm following you right now. And indeed, there is Obama Gaming, aka Zasran, in the MB339 in the cabin crew colors. In the cabin crew colors. Actually, if we can make that out... It is kind of hard to see, guys, but... It is kind of hard to see, but actually, can you see the Easter egg? The pilots are actually guinea pigs. The pilots are guinea pigs, guys. That is the Easter egg in that plane right there. The pilots are actually guinea pigs. Amica has created guinea pigs. It is incredible. Thanks for the flight. Gotta go. No problem there, Piper. Thank you very much for being here as well as always. But it is very good to have you along, man. As is having along everyone. Everyone, by the way. But look at that, guys. It is very hard to make out, but they're actually guinea pigs. That is the Easter egg in the plane right there. It is pretty cool. And I think only 1 or 2 people actually noticed that. I think Quart was one of them. So, yeah. Quart was actually one of them. But it is a lot of fun, guys, to have you fly along. And as I was saying, JM Knights, we just did about 10 to 15% of our entire flight. There is still 85% of this flight to go. I will be flying this single flight around the world in at least 4 to 5 years time. It will take at least 4 to 5 years to actually fly one single circumvention around the world. Just one. Just the one. But by the time we land in the next coming 5 years, we will have seen everything. Everything. Every single country in the world. It will be quite the journey indeed, JM Knights. It will be quite a journey. And you guys, there are a lot of you guys out here that have been flying along for a very, very long time. Very long time. I mean, AJ Rolling, Metal Chi right there, Shadabel also already, Jamel, Weem. I mean, those are the actual long-time regulars, but it is Drunk Simming, of course. It is good to see you guys here, and it is, especially with the frequent updates. Exactly. But the thing is, JM Knights, as I said, twice a month we can actually, you guys can actually hand in flight plans and take over my flight. So if I missed something or you guys want to see something, for instance, we have flown over France, we have already flown over England, we have flown over Scandinavia, of course, and they are getting huge, huge updates. Now, if we want to revisit that, I can't do that with my flight plan, but you guys can do that with your flight plan. So, tip right there, if you guys want to revisit certain points, you can simply do a revisit of the old European flights that we have done before, but want to revisit to see if it looks actually better than the one that we did previous. That could be an option, you know, so yeah. That could be an option, and then that flight would be your flight. You will become the captain. We already had, of course, Quirt. We had our special guest, Captain Aresh, as well, along with us. And yeah, guys, it is basically, it means that you guys get to take over the channel for a few hours. We can talk on Discord together, on the stream, have a little bit of fun, follow you around. You guys, you can then, the person who created the flight can talk about all the sites that you that you are showing off in your flight plan that we want to see and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. We could even do a shared video feed as well. So if you want to do that, that is even an option as well. There you go. Exactly. Exactly, Weem. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, man. Dude, truly appreciate it. Truly appreciate it, man. By the way, Weem, who is also very much responsible for the updates on the Discord channel as well. He has been creating a lot of very cool things, as well as the mods or the bots that we use right now in the chat, with all the handy commands as well. We already had a lot of commands, but yeah, we definitely streamlined it. So thank you very much, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I have the best mod team ever. Yes, I do. Thessaloniki, by the way, right there in the distance. The weather is finally clearing up, so that is very cool. The weather is finally clearing up. I am really glad with that. Really happy with that. I take payment in air miles. Indeed you do, my friend. Indeed you do. And we are racking up those air miles like crazy. Indeed, Drunk Simming. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. Indeed we are. Now I'm going to fly a little bit lower because we want to see Thessaloniki up close. Unfortunately, Thessaloniki is not a high photogrammetry city, unfortunately, and I have not downloaded nice flyby, and I have not downloaded any high quality sceneries or anything like that to show up. So unfortunately, it will look generic, but it is Thessaloniki. For those that have been there on holiday or that actually live there right now or live nearby it, guys, this is especially for you. Yes, indeed. All right, zooming into Thessaloniki, strafing Thessaloniki, and bombing them with, you know it, guys. You know what to do. Bomb Thessaloniki with good vibes. Benny, where are you flying? Right now I am flying near Thessaloniki in Greece, and then we are landing right over there. That's where we will be landing today. So unfortunately, are you on an ultra-wide monitor, or why is your field of view so wide? Actually, because I'm zoomed out. Normally it will be kind of like that. So it's, yeah, but I'm way zoomed out, and it gives it kind of like a large field of view kind of feeling, but it's actually not. It's kind of warped on the sides as well. You can see it in the clouds a little bit. So yeah, but unfortunately, but no, I'm not on an ultra wide monitor. I'm just on 1440p. But this is Thessaloniki right there in Greece, and Benny, and then we are unfortunately landing for today. We had our flight. We flew today from Macedonia, North Macedonia, to actually to Greece. Greece is the final country in Europe that I'm flying over. Then we have flown over every single European country with the exception of Iceland, which we are flying over on the return trip. And then we are moving on. Once we've done all the islands in Greece, we are going to fly over a lot of islands, having a lot of fun. And we are then moving on towards, let me see, Turkey, Syria, Lebanon, Jordan, Israel, and then Egypt. Yeah, and then moving all the way along the African country, the African continent, all the way along. We are flying to Madagascar. We are flying to the Seychelles. We are flying to basically everywhere. So yeah. Ooh, that's a good point there. Right there. That is a good point. Thank you very much, Ween, for that reminder right there. Yeah, that could have been nasty. That could have been very, very nasty. There is the entire city of Thessaloniki right there. How cool is that, guys? How cool is that? Let's switch over. Nope. That's better. I'll take that view. Yeah, I'll take that view right there. How cool is that, guys? As I said, unfortunately, it is not high photogrammetry. This area, unfortunately, does not have very much high photogrammetry cities, which it should have, in my opinion. It really does. It really should have high photogrammetry cities, but unfortunately, most of them does. It does. But the thing is, JM Knight, this is exactly what you should be seeing if you're basically set it to Ultra. So this is all on Ultra, this is all on High, but still, even if you're on High, it should look like this. It should really, really look like this. And it does look good. The roads are there, most of the building, yeah, exactly the same, you know. And that's like for 60 euros. This is for 60 euros, $60, 60 beer tokens. This is what you get. The standard version will give you this. The only thing that the premium version will give you is updated handcrafted airports, a few, and a few extra planes. That's about it. Now, don't get me wrong, those extra 60 beer tokens are actually very well spent. If you can take into consideration that a handcrafted airfield is between 20 and 30 beer tokens, or euros, or dollars, or pounds, or whatever, and a plane is between 20 and 50 euros, if you get 6 or 7 planes out of the premium pack and you get 6 or 7 extra handcrafted airfields, that's actually a pretty good deal. That's right. That's $400-500 or euros on extra sceneries, basically for $60. So it's pretty good. Captain Khan, good to see you. Khan! Yes, good to see you, man. Hello from Birmingham, UK. Well, hello, man. Welcome to my channel, and hello from Amsterdam in the Netherlands. Hope you are enjoying the show, man. Hope you are having a lot of fun. This is Thessaloniki in Greece. We finally made it to Greece, the final country in Europe, and now we are going to land. Unfortunately, you basically, Captain Khan, joined us on our final approach. And now we are, and it is very cool. It is indeed very, very cool. It is. Now I am going to start my approach towards runway 10. No. Let me see. The wind is indeed coming from, yeah. Let me see. Yes, I should be good. I should be good. If I turn, I should be basically flying straight into the wind. So that's good. The airfield is over there. That is Thessaloniki, Macedonia Airport, right there in the distance. That is where we will be landing, actually. But I'm going to approach it on runway 10. So what I am going to do right now, well, see you already doing. See you. Well, I see you are already doing it around the world. Yes, actually, we finally did Europe, and we are going to continue. I basically just did 15% of my flight, just about 15%. So it's still, we're still moving along. We're still moving and we're still grooving, man. We are. Let me set it to 10. No. So there. That is that. Runway 10. Am I saying this correctly? No. Runway 10 is not 0, that is 100. Oh, come on, Shoni. Come on, Shoni. You're botching it up again. That is one. There we go. That is better. I'm hosting a world tour on VATSIM. So far, we got 24 pilots. Got any advice? Unfortunately, my friend, unfortunately, I do not fly on VATSIM, and there is a good reason for that. The first thing is that let me get the right 109.5. So the ILS is 109.5, by the way. The thing is that because I'm doing a VFR flight and flying all over the world, it basically means that flying with VATSIM on would mean that I would constantly be bugging the ATC. I'm going here, I'm going there. I can divert any place to I like, and I don't want to annoy the people that are actually doing flying on VATSIM. I have great respect for these people. So yeah, that's the first thing. The second thing is that once I leave basically Europe, a large part of the world are actually... Yeah, exactly. It kind of makes sense. Once I leave Europe, large parts of the world I will be flying on Unicom anyway. So, yeah, you know, it's like... Does it make any sense to do that? In my case, I'd say no. I'd say no. So, unfortunately... I can't give you any advice other than if you're talking about VFR flight, take in as much as you can. Take in as much as you can. Fly and see as much of the world, because most of the time you will be surprised at what you will find. It is absolutely brilliant. It does it really, Chris. Really, that is good to hear. That is good to hear. Well, we may look into it then, Chris. We may look into that. I'm not sure if I should do that right now, but maybe, why not, you know? Why not? I may look into that. So, respecting the bigger aircraft and making ATC job as easy as possible. Yeah, man, true, man. That is, I mean, as I said, it's good, from Chris, it is good to hear that, yeah, maybe, yeah. But it's good to hear that they're actually, that they really do like VFR flights, especially idiots like me. And as I said, guys, that is there for a reason. That is there for an absolute reason. But yeah, do all the right ATC calls in VATSIM? Yes, you do. Yeah, yes, you do. But guys, it is having. I am having a blast. I'm having an absolute blast. Not only. Enjoying this incredible... Oh, there comes the ILS. Not only enjoying this with you guys. Oh, I really have to get a little bit lower here because I'm way too high. Yes, I am way too high. Yes, I am too high. Do you know how to make correct VFR calls? No, I do not, unfortunately. I have to admit, I do not know that. Because, to be honest, I never trained on that. I really never trained on that. So, yeah. Thank you very much, Captain Khan, for following me. Thank you very much. Welcome to the cabin crew, my friend. And if you're wondering, what is the cabin crew? Well, we are the cabin crew. Yes, we are. Slight side wind, but alright, well, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. Nothing that can be learned, and that is quite true, Weem. That is quite true. I mean, the thing is, I have learned already so much in the last few months about flying and how much joy it actually brings, how much fun it really is, and it is a lot of fun, guys. It is an absolute blast to do this. I mean, it really, really is. It really is a lot of fun. How long after, as soon as I land JM Knight, I will give you the heads up when you guys come in for a landing. I will give you the heads up. Trust me on this. Which reminds me, I have to start up the music as well. Not right now, but yeah. So keep on circling, keep on circling, keep on circling. College lesson, that's great, man. Keep in school, stay in school, and make sure you finish that, because that is very important. That is very important. I have no problem there, Captain Khan, to ban you if you get bad grades. Yes, and you can come back in once you can show us the good grades. Then you can come back in. Otherwise, I have no issue in banning you. So, kidding, by the way. That's a joke, by the way. Don't worry, I won't ban you. Yet. So, yet. Alright. You too, man. You too. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. A little bit low there. Yeah, a lot low, actually. Let's see if we can line this up again. That's the thing, you know, talking and watching the chat and suddenly you're way off course. Yes, he's off course again. Shoney is off course again. Have you flown around Queenstown and Milford Sound in New Zealand? No, man. Unfortunately, it will take at least 3 years before I get to Queenstown, my friend. Farewell from the UK to the world, Matt. Have a wonderful day there, man. Have a wonderful day. Benny, I am planning to go on New Zealand. Actually, New Zealand is going to be my absolute fanboy dream of flying there. I am going to fly over basically every single location of the Lord of the Rings movie from Peter Jackson. I am going to do a complete fanboy of that, a fanboy flight. But yeah, it's... I am really looking forward to it. Unfortunately, it will take a long... It will take at least 2.5 years before I finally reach New Zealand. So yeah. Now, where is the... Is this the runway, or is that the runway behind it? What am I looking at? I mean, this should be runway 10, shouldn't it? What am I looking at here? That is weird. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I'm not sure which part I have to land on, actually. Yeah, why do I always get these interesting landings? And I say, interesting. This doesn't look right. Like in construction site. Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm just going to land and I'll see where... It does, doesn't it? It looks really weird in my simulator. Wrong one? Yeah. -8! Well, that's good. -8! Yeah, I am getting better at this. Yeah, I know, right? I don't know where I landed. Apparently, there should be runway 10, but... Not sure. Well, you know what? It's fine. I am just going to park it right there. It's fine. I've been... Shoney's been practicing! It actually worked! Yes! It actually worked! Alright, guys. No problem. No problem there. I am going to switch over anyway. So, yeah, this may botch up the... don't worry about the stream. I'm connecting the controller so I can swerve around a little bit better for you guys. But yeah, -8. I have been practicing. So yeah, I'm pretty chuffed with that. All right, guys. Now, you know the drill. Come on in, guys. Oh, Quart already landed. This should be a runway. It should actually be a runway. EMC Bong has landed as well. It's so weird. This should be a runway. This is not the runway, is it? No, it isn't. This is actually a taxiway. This should be the runway. Well, not sure why it's so strange here, but yeah. Alright, guys. Oh, Weem is already on the ground as well, yeah. Construction of a runway. Yeah, it's really strange. But it does show up in as an actual runway. Do you guys see the same thing as I do? So, yeah. They're making an extension on the runway. Oh, so actually you couldn't land on runway. So only these two were actually open. Ah, alright guys. Well, it doesn't matter. AJ Rawlings coming in there. You're going to divert, AJ. That's fine. Guys, if you want to land on runway 16, that's fine as well. Just come on in on the runway that you want. So, yeah. Come on in on the runway that you want. Xantios, come on in, man. Put it down, baby. That would explain it. There we go. Ah, flying the caravan. Always good fun. You're a little to the left, but it should be fine. Ooh, ooh. Oh, you are landing. Oh, that is good, man. Well done. Well done, Xantios. That is a nice landing right there. Xantios landed. AJ Rawlings coming in the Spitfire. Let's see if we can pick him up. The gear always spawns in later, so it should be. Yeah, it was a good flight, Super Typhon. A lot of fun. Finally, we have touchdown on on Greece soil, which means that we are coming now to an end in Europe. But we still have the entire world before us. We have the entire world before us. There is Zazran coming in on the botched up runway 10, the strange runway 10. It is really strange. Oh, Jamel is coming in as well. So there we have Zazran coming in the MB339. Jamel is coming in for a landing over runway 16. I having to switch back and forth quickly, guys. Back and forth. And Shadabel should be coming in right after that. So I'm sorry if I can't pick you up quick enough. That is a very smooth landing right there. Shadabel is already on the ground. Drunk Simming and Webfrog lining up on very, very straight runway 10. Shadabel following Zazran right there. And there is JM Knights coming in the 172 as well. Let's make it butter. Let's make it butter. There we go. Yes. Nicely done. On the ground as well. Metal Chi lining up still. Drunk Sinning and Webfrog World. Who else do we have? I think that is it. I think that is it. So Metal Chi is coming up for runway 16. Then we have Drunk Simming and Webfrog World who are lining up for... Webfrog World is... Are you diverting? Webfrog World, you're diverting to runway 16, I'm guessing? Drunk Simming is lining up. Yeah, definitely. So Metal Chi is coming up first. And there in the distance is Thessaloniki, guys. Thessaloniki in the distance right there. Metal Chi coming in over the Aegean Sea. There it is. In the 172, yes. There it is. Down. Down, baby. On the ground. Well done. Webfrog World lining up for runway 16, I'm guessing. I know, right, JM Knight? I had such a blast as always. I had such a blast as always. It is so much fun. It is so much fun, guys. Watching everyone come in that flew along with me. Giving you all the attention you deserve. And yes, you deserve all the attention. Also in the caravan with the Shoni, with the cabin crew colors right there. Fly everywhere, see everything. Butter, butter, Webfrog World, butter. Yes, indeed. Drunk Simming, the final one on approach. On approach. There we go. Also in the Caravan. The Caravan is a very, very popular plane among you guys. And I must admit, it flies. It's so dreamy. It flies so dreamy. It's so much fun. The Caravan is so much fun. Has a great range. Has de-icing, which is really handy at certain times. It handles actually a lot better than it does it handles a lot better than the 172. It's a lot quicker and a lot more responsive actually. Oh, nice float there, nice float, nice float. Drunk, nice float. Drunk, drunk, drunk. Where are you, drunk? Where are you going? Drunk? What you doing? Drunk? Dude. No, not an F actually. He did land. I mean, if he would have crashed, he would have disappeared. So I hit the Uso early. Yeah. Well, it doesn't work here apparently, but the red card, that's a red card right there. You deserve a red card right there. Oh, hang on a tick. I know how to fix that. Can I fix that? No, I can't. Sorry, but you get a red card, man. You get a red card right there. So thank you guys very much for being here as always. I had a lot of fun. I have a friend that makes many mods for the Greek area. Let me know there, Xanthiosis. I am very, very interested in that, and to see if it actually if we can improve the views a little bit, especially in towns like, for instance, Thessaloniki, the big towns. It would be really cool if I have very nice mods that make it look a lot better. So yeah, sure, I'm always open for that. A good mod, as Puffin already knows. I mean, I already installed his mod as well. Go check that out. We love VFR. In the Flight Sim 2 website, but yeah, excellent. I would love to see if there's anything we can do about that. So guys, thank you very much for being here. Once again, tomorrow I will continue the flight along in Greece, and we are slowly but steadily moving up towards the Greece islands, where we will be island hopping all along the islands and doing actually even a ultralight flight, which is going to be a lot of fun. For now and for today, this is it. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful evening. But most of all, most important, guys, come closer, come closer. Most important, don't forget to laugh and smile, guys. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye. Are you ready? I am now going to play for God. It is indeed. Here we go. We can raise the clouds, and we are going to raise the clouds. There we go. And we're doing it again a little bit. Okay, there we go. It looks beautiful. Yes. All right. Nope. Don't stall. Don't stall on me now. Ah! I'll take it! I'll take it! I'll take it! I'll take it! City for the next fly. City for the next fly will be Innsbruck. It is? Alt F4? No? Oh, dang. I fell for it. I actually fell for that. Next one. Yeah, it's getting worse and worse. Whoa! Right. Well. Oh. No, no, no. Oh, no! No! And this time. Break! Ah, no! No! Have a wonderful evening all, and I'll see you again tomorrow, 1 p.m. Bye bye.